Question: where do you buy a used car with a lifetime warranty? The answer is Friendship in Forest City. Friendship has a lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. That's Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City.
Spending too much time at home with nothing to do? Then go shopping. That's right, go shopping at whatsupshopper.com. Local area businesses are featuring their products and services on whatsupshopper.com. You can also play our contest, listen to the swap shop, and more. Make it one of your favorites. There are also valuable coupons from area businesses. And as they say, let your fingers do the walking and shop online at whatsupshopper.com. You'll love it.
It's time to head for the mountains. Crowder's Mountain Golf Course, that is. The course is absolutely beautiful, and you can play and ride 18 holes Monday through Friday for $28 and after 2 p.m. for $25. Play and ride 18 holes on weekends for $38 and $33 after 2 p.m. Seniors play and ride Monday through Friday for $25, and Monday is Ladies' Day. Ladies play and ride on Mondays for only $18. That's at the Crowder's Mountain Golf Course, 255 Lincoln Academy Road in Kings Mountain. For tee times, call 704-739-7681.
Attention Gaston County renters. Dreaming of becoming a homeowner? Did you know that you can buy your very own home for less than it costs to rent with zero money down? Yes, zero. Let the professional agents at Moss Realty guide you along the way and turn you from renter into homeowner. Satisfied customers have voted Moss Realty Best of Gaston 3 years running. Place your trust in the hometown specialists at Moss Realty. Visit them at mossrealty.com or by phone at 704-865-5555. Moss Realty, your hometown specialists.
If you ask around, you'll find Burke Mortuary has a reputation for excellence and commitment to value. They've built a reputation of trust for more than 35 years. Burke Mortuary is proud to offer personal attention, meaningful tributes, and the area's most affordable prices. They're also proud to offer you beautiful, state-of-the-art facilities. It's the perfect place to honor your loved one. So when choosing a funeral home, the choice is easy. Choose Burke Mortuary with locations in Maiden and Newton.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability, Z Series mowers and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Bring home the Kubota BX 2380 tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Well, that's the wrong, the title on the bottom of that, isn't it? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saturday Morning Sports Talk. I'm Kevin Hastings, along with, there's Tom Sinafani, Terry Reinhardt. I'm Kevin. I'll get seated in just a few moments, and we've got Saturday Morning Sports Talk, and no wonder, Tom, that my stuff isn't up right. I'm on the wrong screen online. For the folks online, I'm going to have to probably stop for a second and come right back on, but for the radio, we're good. So good morning, guys. What are y'all eating?
I had a Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Forest City, North Carolina, both of them on Oak Street Extension. Give them a call today. Drive home in a new Dodge, a new Chrysler, new Nissan. Get yourself a new vehicle today.
Yeah, do it today. Go see Thomas and his friends.
Yeah, Thomas, we appreciate your support for Saturday Morning Sports Talk. And let's go ahead and do the scores from last night, the scores that we actually have. We don't have them all, but it was Cherryville over Highland Tech, 50-14, a good win for Coach Pruitt. Sure, we'll be hearing from him shortly. Mountain Island, I've got a contact over there that should give me a score.
Yeah, I do got the final. I'll get.
Okay, so you got
we'll get
that. Mountain Heritage over Avery County, 40-20. Owen over Rosman, 50-7. A lot of blowouts last night, Terry. Mount Airy over North Stokes, 49-0. Cherokee over Robbinsville, 20-7. Is it politically correct to call them the Cherokee Braves?
I think the Braves are okay yet, Tom.
Okay, so they're
not
still
the
okay?
Guardians.
All right.
They're still up our Cherokee.
Murphy Bulldogs over the Hayesville Yellow Jackets, 56-14. Swain County defeats Andrews, 21-12.
And it was Burns over Thomas Jefferson. Tom, I guess you did that one, or did you?
I did not.
Did you not?
I did not. That was WAGY, so Paul Foster and his crew had that one.
64-7.
But I just want to thank Trent Marty and some others that were sending me scores. I was actually, Terry, a little concerned. I know that Thomas Jefferson was capable of playing some good ball, and they had some people transfer over in from East Rutherford. But that thing was over in a hurry. I mean, it was 27-0 in the first quarter.
There's the difference in, and don't get me wrong, Thomas Jefferson, a good 1A school, but when you're playing 2A schools and up and you're playing Cleveland County, it means a lot different.
Yeah, but, when you're a 1A...
I mean, you're outmatched. You're more talent on each side of the ball, offense and defense, for Burns than what Thomas Jefferson could you probably have,
Yeah, and you would think that their recruiting would close that gap somewhat, but I thought it had. I really thought, looking at their score against Bessemer City and some of the others, that this would be more competitive.
Maybe not until now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you've never played them, you don't know how much of a difference they are.
Right.
And now that you've played them, you said, whoops, let's go get some more.
Yeah, because a similar result with Shelby. Although I've seen all the Cleveland County teams, and right now, if you had to ask me who's the best team in Cleveland County, I would say it has to be Shelby right now.
Yeah.
And then, close games, Burns, Kings Mountain, close game, Burns, Crest, close game. Haven't seen Crest and Kings Mountain yet. Shelby, Burns at the end. But I'd say that Burns, Kings Mountain, Shelby, very similar, strengths and weaknesses. And then Shelby's just maybe a step ahead of them right now. Going to be a tough game down the stretch. Shelby's going to be favored to beat Burns. Don't count them out. Yeah. But I do really think Shelby and their ability, their big play explosiveness. And then you got that defensive line. I'm telling you, the Hamrick kid, Boyce, few of the others, their defensive line is really good. Now, so is Crest. I mean, Crest is good up front too. But that's going to give some teams some problems, when they start playing some similar caliber
teams.
Did
we get to the scores?
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
we're still.
It was East Gaston.
Where were we?
We're talking about.
We were talking about Cleveland County football.
Yeah, Cleveland County.
All right, but I'm saying where were we on our scores?
Bessemer City, East Gaston.
Bessemer City, East Gaston. East Gaston wins 48-28 over Bessemer City. West Lincoln 13-7 over Newton Conover. Shelby 38-28 over Crest. RS Central 48-0 over Patton. Maiden 46-0 over Bandies. Lincoln 27-7 over West Caldwell. Kings Mountain wins 24-7 over South Point. Kramer on Thursday night 31-20 over Ashbrook. North Lincoln 26-0 over St. Stephen's. East Lincoln 57-0 over Ford. South Caldwell 20-14 over Freedom. Watauga 21-8 over Alexander Central. High Brighton 38-7 over Ashe County. Franklin 40-14 over North Henderson. Pisgah 16-0 over West Henderson. And East Henderson. The Henderson County does not win a game last night. They fall 47-0. Postponement. Star Mountain, Elkin, Madison at Drone, Brevard and Chase, Bunker Hill and East Burke, Hunter Huss, Forest View, North Iredale, Hickory, West Iredale, Statesville, all by my count memory, I think scheduled for Monday. Scores we did not have or finish. Mountain Island they had two games this week, Tom. 60-6 last night against Christ the King. They went on Tuesday over Pine Lake Prep, 41-12. So 3 games in 7 days, Tom. They go 3-0 for Mountain Island Charter.
Okay. Well, Mountain Island Charter doing well.
Let's see. I'm looking on final scores for a couple other ones. Hendersonville Pickens Blue Flames just flat out canceled. That's a South Carolina matchup, so that ended up just being totally canceled on that. All right, guys, there's your scores from last night. Let's good morning, everybody. This weekend is a special weekend, sir. Sure. But tell him after 8:25. This weekend, special weekend. Charlotte Roval's in town, boys. We've got NASCAR. I'm going to be there in person, taking the children, and we're going to have some fun with that. And we went the last time they allowed fans, which was 2 years ago, to the Roval, I guess it was. And good race. It's Terry, you know, I know you've been to Charlotte before, and usually when it's the full oval, they're coming by the start finish line about $1.80, and it's pretty crazy. But during the Roval, they're 60 80 miles per hour, 90 right at 100, something right there when they come through the chicane that
you
Jimmy
can
Johnson
go a lot
wrecked in.
faster. You might wreck.
Well, yeah, you can, but thanks, Terry, for clearing up how a curve works in racing. Jeez. Well, anyway, the sitting there in the front stretch, you can see the cars so much better during this race because they do the chicane right there in front of you, and they're slowing down for that sharp left turn into one. And it also allows you to hear and see the pits a little bit better too because they're not coming by so loud. So this is a good chance for people to get out to the race this weekend, enjoy the weather. The Roval is coming to Charlotte this weekend. You can listen on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM. We also got Atlanta Braves baseball this weekend, guys, and this week, hopefully another week. We'll see how they do. But looking over, Terry, I talked to Logan last night a little bit about this race, and he, of course, he watches it really into it, and his picks were Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. I was like, way to go on a limb there, Logan. Thank you. He said his limb was Kyle Larson.
Maybe
he thinks Chase Elliott's going to win either way with that. So that's his standpoint on it, Terry. Where are you at?
Well, I mean, I have a hard time with the Roval. I have a hard time with any kind of road course, and I know you got to have some. But now that we've got 6, I think we're kind of over exceeding where we need to be going, and that's just my opinion. That's not everybody's opinion. But I don't know. I mean, I mentioned this morning, in which a lot of people did not know, Martin Truex in the last Roval they had never got past the whole race when he was on the track. So right there tells everybody all you need to know. If you're a good racer, and the only time you ever get past is if you go into pits, and, maybe somebody's pit crew's a little bit better than yours. You have a little altercation of maybe putting a tire on, but that's the only time you get past it. That's what I do not like, because everybody should be able to get past at some time, and they was talking about Martin Truex. Last time he was at the Roval, never got past when he is on the track. I understand you being good, but somebody should be able to pass you.
Now, Tom, let me ask you a question. If Kyle Busch had accomplished the same feat, how would Terry have felt about that?
A legend at work.
Yep.
That's what I want to make sure. I want to clear up.
That's the way Kyle Busch fans are. I mean, that's just the way they are. They're not really. But no. I started to say something I regretted. I would say, like, in every sport, there's like fans of a driver, and then there's fans of the sport. Mm-hmm. But I'll give Terry credit. He's a fan of the sport. He is. But when he says stuff like that, it's just kind of dumb. Terry, it gives a little variety. That's what people want. Just because you want to watch 1960s 1 mile, everybody killing everybody, and they get out and fight, doesn't mean that you don't try to modernize the sport somewhat, Terry. I mean, that's just the way it is. Your idea is like football without the forward pass. I mean, you just want to do old timey stuff
back in, with your leather helmets.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want an 8-6 game where nobody threw the football. I mean, it's just, Terry, you gotta, things progress, things change, things evolve. You don't, but you got to understand everything else does. You don't, Terry.
Okay.
I bet He's the same as he was when he graduated high school, Terry. I think he's the same exact person. He's never changed.
He never left.
He
That's
still
right.
there.
He never left. He's still there. But Anna Senefani going to be on hand for the race. Her and her band of goon friends up there, all their buddies, are going to go to the race. Her boyfriend, Jacob, and a bunch of her friends from high school that went to UNC Charlotte have race tickets. So they're going to go down and party and have a good time. So I'll be getting probably some updates on that race. So
You'll probably get no pictures of them, but you'll get pictures.
I probably wouldn't want any. But they're going to go out and have a good time. I wish I could go, but I've got some other stuff I need to do. I was going to go out because I've never seen a road course. I'd love to see a road race. But I think it's going to be fun. And the points, Kevin's got it up here. Who's Harvick's been eliminated, huh?
No, this is the
Wow.
cutoff line. This is the bubble, Tom. You're looking at the bubble.
Okay, on the bubble. Okay, so not eliminated.
Right.
These are the guys that's on the verge of being eliminated if they don't perform.
Harvick is the name that kind of jumps out at me.
I'm going
there.
to tell you, these two guys down here.
Byron, too. Yeah.
Well, Christopher Bell and William Byron will do good. Wait and see. Kevin Harvick, maybe not. Alex Bowman, maybe not.
Bowman's Terry, what's interesting about all four of those that they're all pretty decent.
They're decent. They're decent.
None of those are going to finish in the back of the pack. What makes this interesting, Terry, and see what you think about this, and I'm always looking for strategies and in ways that people are going to maybe do something. This is a cutoff race, right?
Yes, it is.
Do they throw cautions in cutoff races? I mean, not cutoff races, but in road courses.
Why, yes.
How often?
Very seldom. Very seldom. Depends on where the wreck's at and where all the leaders are at.
What I'm asking you, Terry, if I just happen to bump a guy ahead of me in the playoffs through the grass, they ain't going to throw a caution, and I'm going to get 5, 6, 7 spots on him.
Yeah.
In a cutoff race. What I'm saying is,
I'm not saying what might happen afterwards.
Some bump. Well, who cares?
Well,
We've seen it in the cutoff race. So what I'm saying is that with it being a road course in the cutoff race, it makes some opportunities that you wouldn't think of if you accidentally bump a guy or your teammate bumps a guy, or you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of chances you can run a guy off the road here and get some spots, even if you're not winning the race. Because remember, these guys don't have to win the race. Most of them, Alex Bowman about does, and William Byron do. But what they got to do, if they like Kevin Harvick sitting there at 9 points behind Chase Elliott. Now remember, think about this, folks. If Chase Elliott's the favorite and he's on the cutoff line, there's 30 cars out there, Terry. All it takes is one
on the
bump
same lap
to end Chase Elliott's season with one bump, and that's what I'm saying.
yes.
Do you let Chase Elliott win this race and advance, or do you bump him and get him out of the tournament?
Well, there you go. I mean,
I'm not saying to do it either way. I'm saying you could, and I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. And Tony Stewart would do it.
Oh, yeah. Tony,
well,
Dale Earnhardt would do it. Yeah.
Well, here's my deal with it. There's no more road courses
Right.
after this, so who cares whether Chase Elliott goes
Well, didn't
on?
he? But he won it last year, though.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, so
He can.
Chase
He still can.
Elliott
This is his
wins.
chance. This is his chance to win it. You knock him out now, he has no chance.
Yeah, but I know that. But I mean, if it was me, I would let him go ahead because he's going to have the regular old tracks that you're going to have to win on, and I don't think Chase Elliott can do that again. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, okay.
He did it last year. I don't think he can do it again this year. As far as some of the other drivers, I mean, and just like what you just got through saying, if you bump a guy, there's probably going to be 35, 37 cars on that lead lap. And how many of them's going to pass him at that time? A lot, before he gets back on the track. And then it's going to depend on how wet the grass is. Maybe
Right.
he cannot get out of the grass.
Then he might. Well, then if you get in the grass, you have to pit.
Yeah. And,
Now,
the
Charlotte
caution's going to come
Charlotte don't
out
have
then.
much grass, so it's not. I don't. It's mostly on the front stretch, isn't it? They don't have really on the road course because it goes
Not really
back to
much
the
in there.
infield.
But this is also the race that if we go back to me,
Theirs is a little bit. It's not.
was the downfall of Chad Knaus, Jimmy Johnson.
What was?
This race right here. When they were racing down there, and Jimmy Johnson should have never tangled with Martin Truex and them have their little wreck, and Jimmy Johnson would have went on in the playoffs, and they didn't. And Chad Knaus was like, think about the team. And I think, to me, that was a lot of their downfall, because then it wasn't long after that they were apart. Now,
So it's the course's fault. It was the road course's fault.
well, not the course's
That's
fault,
what I'm getting
because
at.
it's
I'm
both-
just baffled in trying to take in all of that last
Well,
few
they
sentences.
were going for the win.
Right.
I mean, it was both
What are you
of them.
supposed to do, Terry?
You should, but you also have to understand, if I wreck, is this taking me out of the chase
Okay,
beyond? And
so-
that's what it did to Jimmy.
Okay, so
He was eliminated.
it's the first race there. That's the first time they've went into that corner when they did that. Now,
Everybody wanted to win. I'm
now,
with that.
remember how he wrecked, though, and Truex wrecked, is after he got spun, because it is a chicane, he hit
Yeah.
him backwards, Terry.
He did.
So
But
that's
he
not,
still,
it's not like you just wrecked each other into the corner and spun each other out. It was he wrecked, and if Truex would have got through the corner fast enough, he wouldn't have backed into him. How do you get backed into while leading the race, Tom?
But he
Explain that
didn't.
one.
He
He
didn't.
got backed into by leading the race, and it's
That is a little strange.
think about it. If you got backed into while leading the race, maybe you did something wrong. I blame Truex on that one. How many championships he got?
Well, no, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, to me, that was the downfall of that group.
I think part of that too, Terry. That's the one thing I don't like about the NASCAR is the cutting the guys off, because we've talked about it before. If you wreck in the first race and you fall back with points, but then you win you can win 7 straight races and it don't even matter, and they're playoff races. So anyway, Hamlin's in first right now. He's already advanced. Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Keselowski, Martin Truex, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch is on the cutoff line. So Elliott and Busch, they're good road course races right on the cutoff line. That's good news for them. But again, Terry, how many friends has Kyle Busch made over the years?
A lot.
This is a great chance, Tom,
He's got lots of fans.
to give a little. No, I said friends. Friends on the racetrack. How many people's riding around with there's Kyle Busch, Tom. I would let him by.
Well, a lot of people would say, I'm going with Kyle Busch because he's going to make the hole, and then I can go through it.
Oh,
Yeah, he will make a hole.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
One way or the other. One way or the other.
Well, Terry, let's get a few predictions for this weekend. I had the schedule. Let me click back on the schedule for the folks real quick. So NASCAR Xfinity Series Drive for the Cure 250 is today at 3:00. Tomorrow, if you're going to the races and want to know what's going on, the inspection is at 7:30 a.m. Press passes at 10. Bank of America 200 is at 2:00. Now they do have some race day festivities. Let me get over on that one. But I got to go to Charlotte Motor Speedway for that one. So Terry, who are you feeling as your favorite right now? Besides Chase Elliott.
Well, that's it. I mean, who else you going to take?
Terry, there's 37 other drivers.
The rest of them can't race on road courses. Rest of them all batting for second.
So you're going with Elliott? You're going with Elliott?
I'm going to be honest. If you have to pick, and the first two that's ever going to jump out in anybody's face is Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. That's your first two, because, I mean, they're the ones who have dominated the last road courses, and, I mean, they're always up at the front. Yeah, will you throw a William Byron in there? Yeah, because he can race on it. Kyle Busch can, Martin Truex can, Denny Hamlin can. But are they consistently up at the front? No, they're in the top 5. They're not running for the wins.
All right, looking at the let's see, the schedule for this weekend. Let me pull it up for the folks at home so you can see. This is what's going on at the track. Okay, so there's other different things besides just the races. And Camping World Racing campgrounds and the gift shop open 9 a.m. this morning. Fan Zone this morning, 9:30 a.m. They've got the trams running at 10 a.m. Spectator Gates and the suites open at 1:00 today. NASCAR Xfinity Series introductions, driver introductions at 2:30, race at 3, and 7 o'clock they're giving the Tim Duger Campground concert over at the Camping World Racing Resort. Tomorrow morning, race day, Fan Zone is at 9 a.m. and the camping resort and everything open there as well. Spectator Gates open at 11 tomorrow morning, 11:30 for driver introductions, and 2:00 for NASCAR Cup Series Bank of America Roval 400.
Driver introductions at 11:30, Tom.
Driver introductions.
The race don't start to 2.
I guess they're going to do a long time with the introduction. Maybe they could tell a little life story with it.
You got to be doing something. I mean, I think
Chase Elliott when he
Terry,
was young, he liked to
Terry,
drink chocolate milk.
it was 1:30.
Maybe
not
they're gonna do one of
1:30.
those.
1:30 driver.
Okay,
30 minutes before the race. Then they get in the cars.
There,
All right,
I'm good.
All right, we're gonna. It's time.
Yeah, I'm just
go ahead, Tom. Who you got for
her
what?
first race? She's excited about getting to go to her race.
So is this her first race?
I'm excited for her. I said, well, your daddy used to go about 30 years ago. I had a good time when I was in college going to those races. I used to actually live about a mile from that track in Harrisburg, back before Harrisburg got big.
Did you see the end of the race, Tom?
No.
Oh.
But I could hear it.
Oh.
It was funny because you'd have it on the TV and you could hear the cars going around. So that was kind of cool when I lived up there. But she's going to have a good time today. I know you're not a big fan of it. And I think
no, it's great. I mean, for NASCAR fans, if that's what you like, it's just not. If you're a Chase Elliott fan, Kyle Larson fan,
yeah. And now that Larson's back, you have to put him in the mix. But I just think that on a road course, if I had to put my money, I would just put it on Chase Elliott.
Yeah. Would you take your money today and say, hey, you know what? I'm picking on Cole Custer.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Even though I like Cole Custer.
Yeah. There you go.
There's going to have to be a lot of people wrecked before he wins, kind of like when Wallace won the race.
Yeah.
A bunch of people wrecked in front of him, and he won the race.
There you go.
But,
but that's why we have races like
and
that.
And I thought it was an interesting note that they had is the first black driver to win a race since 1962.
Yeah.
So it'd been a long time. I didn't realize that someone had done that in the 60s, but it's a good win for him. But sometimes you just get lucky. You know what I mean? You just rather be lucky than good. May have some people wreck in front of you. Hey, you get rewarded for not being stupid, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Staying out of trouble. I think we're maybe have an interview coming up here.
Well, I've got. Just hold on. We got to take a break. I'll be back in a minute. KDCBroadcasting.com.
Okay, class, listen up. Do not buy a car without a warranty. Just don't do it. At Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City, we have lifetime warranty on new and used cars. That's right, lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. And through the end of this month, we're offering up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book value on your trade. So one more time, Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram has lifetime warranty on new and used cars, and you'll find us in Forest City.
Looking for a boat, RV, or farm equipment this summer? Carolina Federal can help with financing. Recreation loans are available for as low as 3.75% APR. Contact us today for more information by calling 704-435-0186 or online at carolinafcu.org or stop by our branch located at 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville. At Carolina Federal Credit Union, we treat you like family because you are. Rates based on credit history. Gaston County's premier flooring center is Carpet One Interiors, located at 2757 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. Seeing is believing at Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia, where you get a large selection at a low price with expert advice. Ask about their beautiful guarantee. If you don't love your new carpet, they'll replace it free. And right now, luxury vinyl plank is just $2.99 a square foot. Come see for yourself and refresh your home this year with a stop at Carpet One Interiors, 2757 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. Online at carpet1gastonia.com. Since 1934, that's right, 1934, Watson Insurance Agency has been providing the people of our area the best possible combination of insurance, risk management techniques, and personalized service in the most efficient manner possible. And today, the tradition continues. Watson Insurance is one of the largest independently owned brokers in the Southeast, representing over 30 of the largest and financially sound insurance carriers today. Before you buy, get a quote with offices in Gastonia, Lincoln, and Belmont and Lake Wiley. Find out more at watsoninsurance.com. If you're in the market for new flooring, go to this area's most recommended flooring store. That's Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Flooring America in Kings Mountain is where friends send friends for their flooring needs. And right now, you'll find the ever-popular luxury vinyl plank for only $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. All during the Fresh Start Flooring Sale. Give your home a refresh with one stop at Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com.
If bowling's your game, head to George Pappas Liberty Lanes in Gastonia. At Liberty Lanes in Gastonia, you'll find 32 lanes, 16 with bumpers for small children. Liberty Lanes is a smoke-free facility with a full snack bar and game room with pool tables, plus a pro shop too, providing bowlers of all skill levels with a fun-filled environment for both league and open bowling. That's George Pappas Liberty Lanes, Highway 321 South, Gastonia.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Sports Talk. I think I've hit buttons right and wrong, and I might have Coach Pruitt on the phone. We got Coach Pruitt on the phone?
Yeah, if you can hear me, you do.
We got you, Coach. Good morning. Big win last night over at Highland Tech. Conference win, 1A win. A step in the right direction for playoffs in a split conference, and a lot of people have questions about how that split conference works and where you guys are positioned right now. Going forward. So good morning, Coach, to you, and happy Saturday to you after a win last night.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. It's been a little while since the first week of the season, but we hadn't played a 1A team since the first week of the season, and we talked to our kids this week about the competition we played, and, of course, we still got a 2A game with Burns left, but our other games are just with 1A teams with Thomas Jefferson at home this week, and hadn't got to talk to Thomas Jefferson, but we are probably going to have senior night, obviously, on this Friday night instead of the last Friday night against Burns. And we will probably try to do a whiteout, try to wear white at home, which is pretty different. But this week we didn't get the opportunity to wear our white pants because of the weather conditions. And Coach Pruitt didn't feel like washing them pants 3 times with a trip headed to Brevard to see Jace Britton play today. So hopefully we'll have a whiteout. But it was good to get back on the winning column. I thought our kids really played well. We controlled the line of scrimmage, which with the schedule we've played has been tough to do. And we talked to those kids about our level of competition. Shelby's the second-ranked 2A West team according to the NCHSAA playoff rankings. I think Chase was 10th, Burns is 11th, East Gaston is 20th, and Patton's 43rd. So I would think that our schedule ranks up there with anybody that is around here when it comes to playing 1A schedule against 2A teams. So we're excited where we are right now, and big game on the line with Thomas Jefferson. A winner would be in the driver's seat for a home playoff game and the number 1 seed from our conference. Of course, we still got to play Bessemer, and Thomas Jefferson beat Bessemer. So it's in their lap to win the game and get that seed, but it's up to us to go ahead and try to secure it and then hopefully take care of business with Bessemer the last week of the season.
Yeah, Coach, I heard Tim Johnson talking about the game, and he said Cooper Sloan had another excellent game last night. I want to say he had at least a couple of touchdowns and over 100 yards. Anybody else stand out for you last night?
Yeah, Cooper had 4 touchdowns and over 150 yards according to the Gaston Gazette. I don't have the total in front of me right now, but he definitely had one of his better games, and that goes to the guys up front and some of the things that they do. And his play was exceptional. I thought our defensive side of the ball was much better. We caused 4 turnovers last night. We did have 1 turnover ourselves on a punt return, but other than that, we really played a sound game. So I would point out definitely the offensive line. And we didn't throw the ball a lot last night with the conditions and such, but we had a couple of big plays in the passing game. It was good to have Landon Hahn. We didn't have Landon, didn't have Jack Mulvey, which we probably consider our 2 best corners against Patton with the good wide receiver that they had. So it was good to have those guys. Jack didn't play a whole lot, but it was good to have Landon back out there at corner. And, we played Cooper the last 2 weeks. Cooper's went from outside linebacker where he had 11 tackles last week to playing free safety last night and making pass breakups. So Cooper's just a kid who, whatever you ask him to do, he's going to get done. And like I said, he's an exceptional player, and we really feel like he's one of many kids that's committed themselves to becoming a much better football player. And as we go through the rest of our season, hopefully we see that.
Yeah, Tim was bragging on your offensive line. Glad they had a good game last night. And I did go over there and see Shelby and Crest, and with the weather conditions, it did make handling the football more difficult. That there was a lot of drop snaps and some drop balls and some dropped interceptions and things like that. So it's kind of hard to simulate in practice. And I think that sometimes fans don't understand that that's just something that's very difficult to prepare for. But yeah, keeping the ball on the ground sounded like a solid plan to go with last night.
Well, we were outside, with the weather forecast. We talked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we went out full on Monday, which is rare for us. And we did go out full last week on Monday, but that was because we were going to be going light on Wednesday. But this week we went full Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We got a little bit of rain here and there, so we handled a wet football through the week. We had rain at the start of practice on Thursday, which is our walk-through day, but we went ahead and did our pre-practice stuff to work on snapping a wet ball and our punters catching a wet ball and doing those things. So overall, I thought we got some good work on that. And the area where we really worked, sorry about that, the area where we really worked was in ball security this week, and our kids did a really good job. Like I said, we only had one turnover of securing the ball, and we got our hands on some balls in the back end. We need.
All right, well, we lost Coach Swift there for a minute. Tom, you want to go over some of the scores there real quick?
Yeah, Coach Pruitt just called us back. Our local scores, Cherryville over Highland Tech, 50-14. Burns over Thomas Jefferson, 64-7. Shelby over Crest, 38-28. West Lincoln over Newton Conover, 13-7. So that were our local games. We have Coach Pruitt back?
Yeah, I think so, Coach.
Okay, Coach, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right. I just, I'm trying to walk through the house and take care of a few things before we head out to Brevard and Maryville today. So we take a few kids up there and get to see my aunt and go to one of our favorite eating places and spend a little time with the trees turning. It's going to be a nice day.
Yeah. But Thomas Jefferson, you said next week. Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Thomas Jefferson would give Burns a better game. And I did not get the opportunity to see the game. And I don't know how much in film you've been able to watch about Thomas Jefferson. I know you're week to week, and it's hard to get ahead and start looking at some of the teams you're going to play in the future. I know they've got one kid that's going to play Division I ball, so I know they've got some athletes. I don't know if they've had some injuries in this COVID era. You don't know. They might have had 3 or 4 guys didn't play. Like I said, I thought they were stronger than that, and I thought they would give Burns a better game. But what are your thoughts about, what do you know about him, and how's Cherryville, what's the path to victory in this game?
Jerry ain't changed a whole lot through the years. I mean, as we were leaving Highland Tech, your mind goes to the next one. And I did see the first half of the Burns Thomas Jefferson game. I hadn't seen Thomas Jefferson on film all year. The way the conference breaks down, sometimes you'll get to see people, sometimes you won't. Like Thomas Jefferson has our Shelby film just because of the way it lines up. And, Thomas Jefferson gave Shelby a game where it was like 20-7 at the half, and then things exploded. Burns had a couple really big plays, went and made some plays on the back end. Quarterback for Thomas Jefferson, who's a returner, Jurgensen kid. He probably missed a couple throws that he's used to making, but, Burns has some athletes that's going to create less space for you. And then put pressure on the quarterback. So that's something we have to do this week. And I think we're capable of that, but we really got to get in our game plan and do a really good job of preparing for the things that we can do to slow them down. What can we take away? Burns, I saw them. They won over the top and one under Twitty a couple times. Dak's a really good player. Last year we freed up Landon a couple times to where he could help with him, and we was able to limit the big plays, but then he made a couple really big catches on 3rd and long for them. They're going to run the football with a running back, and the quarterback's going to be a good runner. We have to take the quarterback away. They don't do a lot of option stuff. And then the other part, which I think was big last night, was just we were able to control the line of scrimmage a little bit better than we had, and keeping the ball away from them. If we can do that, then that's going to be big. But they're obviously going to be in a 4-4 and get after us a little bit, and they like to shift to their nose through our unbalanced stuff, which we haven't run a lot lately. So we know each other really well, and it's just going to hopefully be a really good game, and it's going to be senior night, like I said, and I think our kids will be ready to play.
Well, good luck to you, Coach, moving forward, and looking forward to that Thomas Jefferson charitable game. As you said, big 1A playoff implications. So hopefully you get a victory in that game, and just enjoy your Saturday. I know you're going on a little trip, Coach. I know you football coaches put in a lot of 14-hour days, so you deserve a little time to yourself today.
I appreciate that, Tom. Appreciate you guys, and look forward to talking to y'all again next week.
Thanks for calling, Coach, and good luck next week. So that's Coach Pruitt, charitable Ironman, and I tell you what, he has put himself in a good position here to set up this showdown with Thomas Jefferson. Took care of business last night. You got to take care of business against Bessemer City too. I think that'll be, that's a rivalry game. Bessemer City will be ready for that. They've got a quarterback who's a man. Terry got about 6'5" and 240 pounds, but he set himself up like he said. He survived the storm. He kept his team together and through those tough 2A games, and now going down the stretch, he's got a good chance.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things, and I didn't ask him because I know when you look at a game and Burns beat them 64-7, what can you pull out of it? What can you take away from that game that maybe your guys can do? And he said it exactly how I wanted him to say it. He said the speed difference makes a difference. Yeah, what they might have done to them at a flank pass or something, we might not be able to do because our guys might not be that fast to get there, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he could have pulled out of that 64-7. I mean, and neither one of them other teams have played each other unless you've seen them. And he hit it right. Hey, we've played Thomas Jefferson for a few years. We should know what they're doing.
Yeah, that can change depending on what you got.
All right, so we've got highlights from Thursday night's East Gaston Bessemer City game. So let's play those as we wait to talk to Coach Devine here in a second.
Yeah, he should be calling any moment.
Let's try
now.
to see if I get this. We're going to have to hit some buttons right here in a second, Tom.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm the best button hitter. I can push buttons better than our estranged employee.
Well, first score East Gaston at 14-8. So that was the final. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was the final there at Bessemer. 48-20. Now let me go see if I can get Coach Devine after y'all go over some scores here for a minute.
Okay. So scores. Cherville over Highland Tech, as Coach Pruitt just told you, 50-14. Big win for them, setting up that showdown next week with Thomas Jefferson, who was defeated by Burns 64-7. Mountain Heritage doubles up Avery County 40-20. Owen over Rosman Big 50-7. Mount Airy blanks North Stokes 49-0. Cherokee over Robbinsville 20-7. Murphy crushes Hayesville 56-14. Swain County defeats Andrews 21-12. Terry?
Yes, and it was Burns over Thomas Jefferson 64-7. East Gaston, as one game we just saw, 48-28 over Bessemer City. West Lincoln defeats Newton Con over 13-7. This all-time series now is 24 wins for Newton Con over 6 for West Lincoln, but 5 of the last 9 West Lincoln has won. It was Shelby defeating Crest 38-28. The all-time series in that series now is Shelby 30 wins, Crest 22, and 1 tie. Back in 1993, 14-14 tie.
You know, Terry, if I can just interject there, and that is 3 straight for the Golden Lions in that series. And you know, and they haven't beat them in 4 years now because last year they didn't play. So it's been a while since Crest has defeated Shelby.
It was RS Central over Patton 48-0. Maiden over Bandy's 46-0. It was Lincoln and another win for their 3rd win of the year, 27-7 over West Caldwell. It was Surrey Central beating Forbush 7-0.
And over on the last column there, Kings Mountain gets a win over South Point, 24-7. Kramer over Ashbrook in a battle for Gastonia, 31-20. Kramer wins. North Lincoln blank St. Stephen's, 26-0. East Lincoln crushes Fred T. Ford, 57-0. South Caldwell over Freedom, 20-14. Watauga over Alexander Central, 28-21. High Brighton defeats Ashe County, 38-7. Franklin over North Henderson, 40-14. Pisgah over West Henderson, 16-0. Tuscola defeats East Henderson, 47-0.
And you know, Coach Pruitt was talking about him. He runs that all-time series against Highland Tech to 17 wins and no defeats.
Cherryville?
Yeah, Cherryville over Highland Tech.
Okay, so Highland Tech has never defeated Cherryville. Yes. Okay, so that's our scoreboard. We're going to try to get Coach Devine here in just a second. I'm going to call him up. Terry, just take it away for just 1 second.
Yeah, somebody's on.
We got him? Okay, never mind.
Go ahead.
Coach Devine, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Coach, thanks for taking some time out of your Saturday morning. Sorry I couldn't be at the game last night, but a big victory. 64-7, which I was telling Coach Beaver, we talk a little football in the hallway in there between first and second period every day, and I was a little concerned because I thought, I know that they got the Twitty kid who's a really good wide receiver, and I know they've got some kids that transferred in from some of the other Rutherford County schools, and I know, Kayvon's in my third period class, and I've seen he told me he wasn't able to go last night, so I was a little concerned, but it looks like your boys responded well, 64-7. What went well last night?
Yeah, I thought our guys played extremely hard. Kayvon, and that was a big loss for us. We had moved into defense ever since the Watauga game. We made a bunch of changes and trying just now, I feel like, really finding our identity, and moved him over to defense, and he'd been playing really well for us. But anyway, you can't control those kind of things. But I don't know, our kids just, I told them that, their guys, or they got some people over there from Cleveland County, and I knew they'd play hard, and they'd want to beat us. So I challenged our guys to come out and play really hard against them, and they did that. And things just went our way, and we made some big plays on offense. So just kind of got the ball rolling, and the snowball started downhill. Well, and it was fun.
Go ahead, Terry.
Coach Devine, I was want to ask you a question. I know now that you're in this conference and you've got games like this, is this better for you as a coach of getting other guys involved in on the games as the games go along to have further depth in your team?
It's kind of a double-edged sword. I worry about this is no knock on anybody, but, you always worry about. It's been, 3 weeks since we've had a really close ball game, and you worry about your kids getting a little lax, and you worry about your star. I actually got on our kids at halftime last night. I thought we got a little lax and let them score there on us. I think we kind of dropped down to our intensity dropped down, and, you worry about those kind of things. But I told our guys at halftime, I experienced that as a player when I was in high school. I remember Coach String talking to me about it when we were in the middle of our conference run, and felt like we did the same thing. So I understand what's happening, but you hate to see it as a coach. You want your kids to play hard every snap, but when you're up 35-0 in the first quarter, it's kind of hard to keep that same intensity. But you also at the same time, the other edge of the sword is you like for your young kids to get in there and get some playing time. So that's good for them, and it's good for them. You may need them. We had to put some guys to step in there for Bonner, like Senefani was saying, so it was good for them guys to get some playing time. There's good things about it and there's bad things about it. So we just, it's like our kids were talking about the article that came out in the Shelby Star about our conference. I mean, we can't control who we play. We play who we play. We control our non-conference schedule, and I think we played a really hard non-conference schedule. So, I mean, our conference is what it is. We're going to line up and play who they tell us to play and play the hardest we can. So.
Now, I know that you guys have been working on the offensive line this year and making some changes, and like I've seen them off and on, because sometimes I'm at the game, sometimes I'm not. But I would have to say, I haven't looked at the film or anything, that they have to be playing better with these recent scores. So how do you feel about your offensive line play? And I know that, I think we've got Caleb Bird at center now. It looks like he's done a pretty good job. It looks like that offensive line is improving week to week.
Yeah, we've actually shifted several people around. Like I said, we moved Bonner to defense. So probably the biggest thing we've done is moving Bird to center, and we moved our 3-year starter from center to right tackle. It took me a while to convince Coach Beaver to do that. He likes having Jesse in the middle because Jesse Love makes all our checks and anything. But I think moving Jesse to right tackle has really, really helped our offense. And when you're starting a freshman at left tackle, and he's going to be really good. And it just took him a while to get going and make that transition from middle school to varsity. But Andre Pickett's really picked it up. I think Colton Steins is playing really well, and obviously Jackson Bivens, our right guard, he's a 2-year starter, so he's pretty rock solid. So Jesse and Jackson are doing really well, but those other 3 are young kids, sophomore and freshman. So it took us a while to get the ball rolling, but our offensive lines really came along, and I'm happy with where we're at right now. But they got to continue to get better.
Now moving forward next week, East Gaston. Took a peek at some of the film. Looks like they have a pretty good left-handed quarterback who can throw the ball deep. And
yeah, I'm more worried about them big hog mollies they got up front. They are humongous up front. Just watching them play film against Thomas Jefferson, and I've watched them a little bit this morning. So I mean, they're humongous up front, and we're not very big on defense. So that kind of worries me at times. But our kids are going to play hard. They always play hard, so I'm not worried about that. But you can't do nothing when you got a 290-pound kid up against a 180-pound kid. So we're going to have to work really hard, playing our techniques and being gap sound because they run a lot of counters and stuff. So, they got a big challenge up front on defense because they're big. Yeah. And they got that running back. The running back's the defending conference champion, 100-meter champion, so we got to keep him in the box and don't let him get going.
Well, Coach, that's what I was wanting to ask you, because I know when West Lincoln had to play Bunker Hill, they were so big up front that, and we're about like y'all are on our defensive side, we're smaller. And what kind of schemes do you run to have your big guys be able to handle them guys on the other side when your whole offensive line is way bigger than your defensive front that's trying to face off against them?
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a scheme thing. It's just, your kids got to be tough, and I know you said West Lincoln, right? I know Coach Bonner's kids are tough.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they had a hard time with Bunker Hill up front.
Oh yeah, and that's like I said, that concerns me this week. We're not necessarily going to change our scheme because we're 7 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever into the season. So what we do is what we do. But we may tweak with it a little bit, and as many people as they have in the box. I mean, it's kind of like playing West Lincoln. I mean, they're gonna put tight ends and wings in the box, and I mean, you can't just sit there in 3-man front, obviously. So I mean, we'll add some people to the box here and there. And as they say, we'll line them up and see. But it does really concern me with their size, like you're saying, because ain't much you can do about that. And losing Kayvon Bonner really hurts us because he's a big kid. But Bonner's probably 285, so that's a big blow for us.
He's a good kid too, Coach. Enjoy.
He's strong as an ox too. He's a great kid.
Giving you a little progress report over the radio, but he's a good kid, and I think that does help you. That
well, I've told several people we have, and I'm not just, this is not coach speak. We have some really good kids on our team. I'm blessed with our kids. We got really good kids,
and I can testify to that because that makes the coaching job a lot easier. And we have been blessed with a lot of good kids and a lot of good families to support the program. So I've like I said, Bonner's one of my favorites, but a lot of the other kids, like Zach Courier, is also in my class. Good kids, just hard-working kids, blue-collar kids that just like that don't mind hard work, and I think that makes the job as a coach a lot easier.
Makes it fun.
Yeah, it does. And tell Coach Beaver I enjoy talking to him every day. He comes up and talks, so we get to talk a little football when he comes up in the hallway. So I know that he's doing a good job with the offense, and you got a good staff and a good team moving forward, Coach. So good luck against East Gaston. I just want to thank you very much for calling in, and hopefully we can get you to call in again next week. I know that you're washing uniforms and watching film and doing all the other stuff and worried about grub worms in the field and all that stuff that nobody knows that coaches have to deal with. But Coach, we know you put in the long hours and work hard, so we just appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us.
Yes, sir. Anytime. See, it's good talking to you.
Okay, good luck.
Appreciate y'all having me
on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
So that's Coach David Devine, Burns, and like I said, I've been trying to get him to call in a lot of times. He's told me he's just too exhausted to call in.
I understand.
Because he works. I mean, that Friday, man, that turns into about a 17-hour day for those coaches, and just glad to see that got a win. I thought this could be a trap game. It wasn't. East Gaston, a much improved team. They're going to have to play well. And then if they can get by Cherryville, then it sets up the big showdown with Shelby, Terry.
All right, guys, let's do the scores for all the scores for last night. Then we'll go over where the top 10 is now, folks. We had like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 games postponed last night. So the cool thing about the Power Poll, it can update daily. And we're going to go over where it is. We're going to go over what Shannon's picks were last night, and I'll let you guys pick apart that for a second. But here, look, real quick, Tom, why don't you do the scores while I get this rest of it prepared for the power poll?
Okay. Cherryville over Highland Tech, 50-14. Thank you, Coach Pruitt, for calling in, telling us about it today. It's Mountain Island over Christ the King, 60-6. Mountain Heritage doubles up Avery County, 40-20. Owen over Rosman, 50-7. Mount Airy over North Stokes, 49-0. Cherokee over Robbinsville, 20-7. Murphy over Hayesville, 56-14. Swain County over Andrews, 21-12. And it was Pine Lake Prep, 35-0 over Bishop McGinnis.
All righty. In the other bracket, it was Burns 64, Thomas Jefferson 7. It was East Gaston 48, and Bessemer City 28 on Thursday night. West Lincoln with a big win last night over Newton Conover, 13-7. Shelby over Crest, 38-28. It was RS Central over Patton, 48-0. Maiden, no trouble with Bandy's, 46-0. Lincoln with a third win of the year, 27-7 win over West Caldwell. I'm amazed down there because Lincoln continues to get better. It was Surrey Central 7, Fort Bush 0, and North Surrey 52, West Wilkes 8.
Okay, it was Kings Mountain over South Point, 24-7. Kramer over Ashbrook, 31-20. North Lincoln over St. Stephen's, 26-0. East Lincoln over Ford, 57-0. South Caldwell defeats Freedom, 20-14. Watauga over Alexander Central, 28-21. Watauga having a good season, Terry. High Brighton over Ashe County, 38-7. Franklin over North Henderson, 40-14. Pisgah over West Henderson, 16-0. Tuscola over East Henderson, 47-0. That's your Saturday morning sports talk scoreboard brought to you by Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
Did y'all say the postponements?
Okay.
So I'll go okay. Real quick. Star Mountain Elkin, Madison Drone, East Wilkes Allegheny, Community School of Davidson, Winston-Salem Prep, Wilkes Central, North Wilkes, Bunker Hill, East Burke, Brevard, Chase, all postponed, as well as Hunter Huss at Forest View, North Iredell at Hickory, West Iredell at Statesville. Now, let's go over real quick the power polls and everything. The updated power polls, and of course, like I said, this is it can change every day. So we're going to go over a couple of things here. First of all, I'm going to pull up. This is for you folks that are watching at home. Whoops, that's not it. Where'd my thingy? Where'd it go? Kevin. Am I blind? There we are. Yes, I'm blind. All right, Tom. This is the power poll from the three on the right is the KTC power poll before last night. Okay? The 2 columns on the left is Shannon Allen's top 10 before last night. So you can see as what I do with the power poll with the standings and the PowerPoints and everything, you can see how the poll comes out on my end, and then you can look at Shannon's opinion and look at it from there. So looking at my power poll, he doesn't even have Bunker Hill in the top 10.
So
and he took him out from 2 and took him out. He moved West Lincoln to 10. He dropped Chase 3 spots, dropped Maiden 5 spots, and then but then Maiden won last night, and there you go.
How is Crest 3 spots ahead of Burns when Burns beat Crest?
That was his opinion.
Okay.
I hope Shannon's listening so you can hear Tom's derivative.
I don't understand how South Point number 5. I don't understand that. I mean,
that was his opinion.
They've struggled this year,
right?
Against good teams, and I definitely think that Bunker Hill needs to be in that top 10 somewhere. And Maiden's just been destroying people. How are they number 8?
So
I don't understand.
I'm going to go over the now up to date power poll. So I'm going to go over to the board and move it around a little bit for everybody. Okay. So this is the up to date power poll. Let me get my mic turned on, Tom. I'll be in 1 and make sure you can hear me.
So
good when I go over there.
Okay. So let me know when to hit the button. Okay.
Hey, you got me over there?
Yep.
Okay. So now looking at the current, the changes. Now remember, we're going to have Statesville didn't play, Bunker Hill didn't play, Hendersonville didn't play, and Chase didn't play. So we're going to have a bunch of these teams that didn't even play. So right now, what I'm about to show you and give you guys as the top 10 is the current up-to-date. This will change after Monday night, and we will put a final after this week poll out on Tuesday or Wednesday. If everybody gets done Monday, we'll put it out Tuesday. So look for Tuesday, Wednesday for the final Powerball. This is the current as-is standings. So number 10 right now, Terry, you guys are out. Put you back over there where you belong. Number 10 right now is the Crest Chargers, Tom, after their loss last night. They are 4-1 overall with 8 power points. 3-way tie with Burns and South Point with 8 points. So instead of going head-to-head on those, we have to go to overall records, and that goes to Crest right now. They've only lost. Wait a minute.
Did I get that right? Did he kick West Lincoln out even though they won?
I think I did. I think Burns is supposed to be the No, that's Shannon's opinion.
Oh, Shannon's. Okay.
And even though they won, the standings don't matter. Crest got 2 losses, Terry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Burns
yes,
and Shelby.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
So Crest is not the number 10 team. The Bulldogs are, Tom. That's where I got that one wrong. Okay. So I got Bulldogs are now the number 10 team in the power poll. Will they win a tiebreaker with South Point and the Crest Chargers? At number 9 in the power poll, and Shannon didn't even have them listed on this right now, but number 9 is going to be the North Lincoln Knights. Knights move up into the power poll. They are 5-2 right now with 10 power points. The Chase Trojans are your number 8 team now. Now remember, currently this is all. Some of these could change. Now Chase plays Monday. They play Brevard, right? That's a 1-point win. So if they win, they can end up with 12 points and a tie with East Lincoln and Shelby. They will if they give up less than 8 points, Tom, they'll take Shelby's spot. If not, they'll just be in the 7 spot. So that's where Chase can end up. They're 8 now. If they win, they can be 7 or 6. Number 7 is your East Lincoln Mustangs. So that's where they're sitting at. They got 12 power points tied with the Shelby Golden Lions with 12 power points as well. Shelby is your number 6 team currently right now in the power poll. Them and Burns are going to be hurt by the regular season. Once the playoffs start, teams start losing and falling off, they're going to scoot on up if they keep winning. So it's okay, folks, if you don't think your team's where they belong. You can ask Shannon for his opinion and get a completely different one than yours is anyway. So these are the standings. In 5th place right now in the KTC broadcasting standings, that is the Hendersonville Bearcats. So Shannon's number 5 team is no longer in our top 10.
I think Hendersonville is going to be moving on up once the playoffs get here.
Hendersonville plays they had a game with South Carolina this week, and it got canceled. So that game was canceled completely.
Now, Bunker Hill plays Monday. Terry, who was on their schedule? Do you remember? I've got it right here in front of me. Bunker Hill.
Seemed like somebody they should have beat.
Yeah.
What are they, 2?
Wasn't Drone, was it?
At East Burke.
East Burke, yeah.
East Burke. So we expect a
little
victory
bit
on that,
tougher.
Terry?
That'll be a little bit tougher than what you think.
Oh, no. You picking East Burke?
No.
Okay.
No.
So if Bunker Hill could end up with 17 power points, they got 15 right now, one ahead of Hendersonville, so they could jump ahead of them, or they'll be right behind Hendersonville back in the 5 spot. Now, your top 3 currently, KDC Broadcasting. Kings Mountain at number 3. Moving that spot at 6-1 overall, 16 power points. Statesville is going to drop a spot until Monday. And then right now, currently, Tom, the number 1 team in the power poll is the Maiden Blue Devils.
And did Shannon have those in his top 10? He did have them in
He
his
had
top
Maiden at 8. He didn't have Bunker Hill in the top 10.
That's insane.
So 2 of our top 4 teams he didn't even have in his top 10.
2 teams that's unbeaten. I don't know where Shannon going.
Now, Tom,
I do have a question.
Yeah, what's your
And
answer?
this is my question.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. North Lincoln is number 9.
Mm-hmm.
How come West Lincoln didn't beat them out? We beat them.
You have 7 power points.
So
Strength of schedule. Strength of schedule.
1 point behind.
Do you not understand how this works, Terry?
Yeah, I understand.
Tom, when App beat Michigan, were they ranked ahead of Michigan the next week?
They were not.
Okay, thank you.
All I know is State won, and then they fell behind Clemson.
Right.
I tell you what, these state fans, ever since they beat Clemson, have become more annoying than the Appalachian State fans. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, but they've always been the annoying little cousin losers, at least. And now
Well, I was just asking. I mean, I'm just, it's just something for me to ask. I'm okay
Terry,
with
you've been
what
here
it
for
is.
how many years?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm good with it. I just want to know.
Now,
because
if you would have took care of business, Terry, and not lost the 2 games you lost, right now.
But we lost to the number 1 and number 4 teams.
Right now, you would be ranked number 5.
I mean,
tie with Bunker Hill.
Think of that.
If you'd be undefeated, like the undefeated teams are,
We'd have
Tom,
been number
why are we not
5?
ranked as high as the undefeated teams, Tom? Because we got 2 losses.
Wait a minute. Well, now wait a minute. You said we'd have been number 5. We'd have beat number 1 and number 4, and we'd only been number 5.
Oh, you lost you've already played Maine and Bunker Hill.
Yeah.
You've been 3. If you're undefeated, you'd be 3.
But we
Tom.
beat North Lincoln.
Yeah, you should be ahead.
Tom, if you would have, Terry, if you'd be undefeated, you'd still be behind Statesville and Kings Mountain.
But I will say
we should get a lot more credit on account
For
of the
losing?
2 teams that we lost to.
But I'll tell
you lost 2 points.
They do this at all levels. And I'll even say this, in the latest college football, I know we're going to get to that, Ohio State's a spot in front of Oregon. Now, Oregon went to Columbus and beat them. How could you rank Ohio State in front of them when they came to your place and beat you?
It
just can't do it.
It ain't no worse than
You
last
can't do it
week.
until they have 2 losses.
All right, so anyway, to update our current standings right now, Burns 10, North Lincoln 9, Chase 8, East Lincoln 7, Shelby 6, Hendersonville 5, Bunker Hill 4, Kings Mountain 3, Statesville 2, Maiden 1. Now, when you look at the brackets and you go down the standings, if you just did the flat out standings, Terry, 3 of our top 4 teams are undefeated.
Yes.
All of our undefeated teams are 3 of the top 4. So there you go. Of the top 6 teams, they all have 1 loss. 7 of the top 8 teams all have 1 loss. Only 1 team, based on the weighted record, Terry, even if you just did record, is out of place, and that's East Lincoln in front of Chase. And Chase hasn't played this week, so if Chase would go and play their game and win, they'd be in front of them, and it would all be exactly like a standings. Other than we put some weighted points on your win. So
But West Lincoln should be in front of North Lincoln.
I believe so.
You guys are weird. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes to talk. We got college football and NFL bad picks coming up on KTC Broadcasting. Tom, if you would, I need some kind of a stall. You want to talk about Friendship?
Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge, bringing you Saturday morning sports talk. They're located at 156 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, the Nissan dealership, 828-245-1661. And the Jeep Dodge Ram is located at 190 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, North Carolina. Call them at 828-919-3001. Go see our friends at Friendship. I tell you what, when I get me some money, I think I'm going to go to see my buddies over there and get myself a Jeep Gladiator.
Lifetime warranty on new and used cars at Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City. And now until the end of the month, Friendship in Forest City will offer up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book value on your trade. Guaranteed best prices on new cars, all used cars priced way below book value, and now all new and used cars have a lifetime warranty, unlimited time, and unlimited miles. We're simply not like any other dealer. Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram, we're located in Forest City.
Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Start your engine!
It's the Drive for the Cure 250.
Gibbs going to look underneath him now. Gets right to the bumper. Allgaier tries to get to the back bumper of Cindric. He won't get it done.
Cindric runs into Allmendinger at the stripe. A.J. Allmendinger dives to the bottom of the racetrack, slides up. They make contact.
The Drive for the Cure 250. Saturday, October 9th at 2:30 p.m.
On Carolina Country, WCSL, 92.3 FM, 1590 AM, and online at kdcbroadcasting.com. Plumbing problems? Well, if you're not an expert plumber, then we invite you to call the Expert Plumbers. That's Olmsted Plumbing in Forest City. Just call 828-245-7302. Recommended since 1973. From faucets to sinks to toilets, from sewer and drains to well pumps, from dishwashers to disposals to bathroom remodeling, residential and commercial, new homes too. Don't let your plumbing problems drive you plumb crazy. Call Olmsted Plumbing in Forest City, 828-245-7302, or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com.
Now open, the all-new BMC Toner Solutions at 410 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. The new BMC Toner Solutions can save you up to 50% off retail on your printer ink cartridges. Extra large inkjets just $14.99 for black and $16.99 for color. Just call 704-862-7333. They're open from 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2 on Friday, and open every third Saturday from 9 to 2. The new BMC Toner Solutions, now open at 410 East Franklin Boulevard, Gastonia.
Christmas toys, Christmas trees, and Christmas decorations have all arrived at Kurt's Premium Outlet in Eastridge Mall in Gastonia. Just head up the escalator of savings. Plus downstairs, rugs under $95. Pictures are 10% off. King-size roll-up mattresses, $99. Plus farm-style cabinets, stools, and desks start at $70. And all in-stock lift chairs are $50 off. That's Kurt's Premium Outlet, Eastridge Mall on North New Hope Road in Gastonia. Like them on Facebook, too. Attention contractors. H&M Industries in Shelby sells wholesale. You get wholesale pricing, like vinyl windows as low as $149 with a lifetime warranty on frames and sash. Plus low E argon, extra strength glass as low as $149. Plus metal roofing, just 82 cents a square foot with a 40-year warranty. And get vinyl siding at wholesale prices too. That's H&M Industries, 3931 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-734-9900 or visit the website at hmindustries.com.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the broadcast. Let's talk college football. Tom had some complaints. Terry's a State fan, so we know he has complaints.
Yeah, I do have complaints. I don't like it. Come on, give us a little bit of respect. Very next week, we beat Clemson. The very next week, Clemson jumps back in front of us because they beat Boston College. Well, who in the world knows Boston College is better than State? You will this coming week when they play each other. But you don't know it on account of Clemson finally beat somebody and moved Clemson back in front of State in the poll.
That was an ugly game. Boston College had a chance to win that game.
That's what I'm saying. Boston
College gave it back to Clemson and fumbled it.
Wait, is Clemson in front of State now in the poll?
Yes.
What?
That's ridiculous. There's no way that can happen.
Yeah, I will say, not this Clemson team. Not this Clemson.
Terry, I'm telling you, you guys need to move the SEC.
Well, that's absolutely
you need to move
ridiculous.
The SEC. Call them right now. Be like,
and then Wake Forest jumped clean overs. I mean, we went from the number. Well, they are, and I ain't got a problem with that. But give them credit before you get this far. So they beat Louisville. Who is Louisville? Come on. I mean, they're not ranked. It's not like you went out here and beat a top 10 team and you should jump way up there.
I tell you one thing that does, a lot of things about college football aggravates me. One thing that does also aggravate me is, let's say Clemson loses the rest of their games, right? State still gets credit for a top 20 victory or top 25 or top 10 victory.
Well,
you beat a team that is not a top 25 team. It's just what people thought in week 4, so you get credit for that.
Yeah,
that's not. You should get credit for beating a top 10 team when they go 2-10 or whatever it is.
Now when I don't get into
at the time they were ranked.
I don't get
into
Facebook spats much anymore, but I said the best team in the Carolinas right now is Coastal Carolina. And
True.
then, of course, the state fans were crying
until next week.
And it's like, we beat number 2 Clemson. I said, Clemson's not ranked. Well, number 6. I said, they weren't number 6.
They was 10.
They were 10.
Come
and
on.
they shouldn't have been
I will
10.
Give them what
They're only
ranked.
10 because when they sit around in the poll and like, boy, if we don't rank Clemson at least number 10, Dabo's going to be crying. And when I told you they'd be crying, when I told you Dabo would be crying again, he comes to the sideline after the first half. I think we're playing 14, not 11. It's like, Dabo. That is so middle school, teenage girl complaining. I mean, Dabo Swinney is a 7th grade girl in a man's body. That's all he is. He just cries. Watch him the whole game. He cries. We just send him some Kleenex because he cries the whole game. But tell you what, Boston College should have beat them.
Yeah, they should have.
Boston College should have beat them
Marched
at
right
their
down
place.
the field against them.
I tell you what, say what you want. And I've always, Trevor Lawrence, I thought got cheated. He should have got the Heisman Trophy one of those years. There's no doubt in my mind. But now we're seeing that Trevor Lawrence made Dabo Swinney. It wasn't that Dabo Swinney made Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence and Etienne
and Deshaun
Watson made. Now we're seeing Dabo Swinney is not really what we thought he was. Now, Venables and that defense, even though I am not a Venables fan by any means, but his defense is solid every year, Terry. His defense is solid every year, so you can't. But I think Dabo's been exposed here, that he's not maybe the coach that he was able. You got to be a good salesman to be a college football coach. You got to sell those 5 stars on coming to your program. But now that he doesn't have quite that talent, I think we're seeing that, he's talking about, there's always the rumors him going pro or going to Alabama or something. I don't think that's going to happen.
Tom, you bring up a very interesting point that I like to talk about, discuss sometimes, is are the college coaches actually good coaches?
Or recruiters.
Or, again, and I don't want to take this away from anything local, but Terry, you got Tommy Notts or whoever, if I don't see him winning state championships at West Lincoln. I don't see Nick Saban coming to NC State and winning national championships. I don't see none of them coming to Appalachian and winning national championships. What are they doing to that? Oh, Alabama.
The brands. So gotta have the brand.
How's Urban Meyer doing in the NFL right now? He's an embarrassment all around.
Yeah, all the way around right now.
But again, what I'm saying is that Dabo is he getting the Mac Brown exposure right now, Terry? That think about how much money North Carolina school has made in the last few years just because of hiring Mac Brown, selling them this snake oil. And then here we are. Hey, we got some good recruits, but I sure can't coach them.
Yeah, I know.
So what you're saying about Dabo, is that true? I don't know. I don't watch him close enough, but if you ain't got the best players, say, Urban Meyer sitting there in the NFL and these college coaches in the NFL, we all have the same players.
Yeah.
Wow, it's Alabama every
I
week.
think now we see.
I might lose this
week. We
week.
see the difference between, as much as I hate to say it, Belichick, but he knows he knows this game better than those guys coming up from college. Now you might make an exception with a Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll did it, but remember, Pete Carroll was in the pros first.
Right.
Went to college, came back.
Right.
So he wasn't the college guy who went pro, even though he had more when he was younger. That raw college. Dabo Swinney screaming, yelling, crying. But, you can tell he's different in the NFL. So it just takes a different mentality. I'll say one more thing, Terry. There's no way Urban, what are you doing in a bar after the game? Why are you not going back with your team? But anyway, I just hate it for him. But go ahead, Terry. Go ahead.
Well, the only thing I was going to say is Urban Meyer, and I don't know how long his contract's worth, but I got a feeling you're going to buy him out. He's going to be gone within 2 or 3 years from Jacksonville anyway, and they'll be looking for another coach because I don't think he's going to be the guy that's going to get it done. And he can go back. He's going to wait because either he bails out or they fire him, one, because he'll wait until something good comes open in college, and that's when he'll jump back in.
Well, the big rumors about that is USC.
Yeah, they keep saying that.
That's where he wants to go. Besides just talking about the general of that, let's look at some of the real quick before we pick our teams. I wanted to kind of look in the Terry was sitting there talking ACC football. How you guys going to have to play Wake Forest at some point, right?
We play Wake Forest and Boston College.
So it's still a battle, right, in that side of the bracket. What about the other? What about the Coastal?
There's nobody on that side.
Well, I thought
Virginia
maybe
Tech, but that's it. Georgia Tech, maybe, but I don't think that anybody on the bottom side, the Coastal, can play with anybody in the Atlantic. I mean, you got Wake Forest, you got State, you got Clemson, and I mean, you put Clemson in there and Boston College. I don't think anybody on the bottom side can play with any of the teams in the Atlantic.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Terry. Wouldn't it be an interesting, though, to see a Wake Forest, Pittsburgh Panthers ACC championship game? That would be – I don't think the
be careful on Pittsburgh. They've scored over 40 points in every game.
Yeah, I don't think, though, the ACC is not going to get a playoff team this year.
But,
there you go. They're not going to get a playoff team this
Well,
year.
I mean, nobody's going to get one if you take Clemson because they beat Boston College and they jump ahead of North Carolina State.
No, Clemson won't.
Come on.
Clemson's currently unranked.
So you're not giving anybody in the conference any kind of respect. Now, Wake Forest did get a little bit. I think they jumped to 19th on account of being unbeaten. But, I mean, you're unbeaten. Who all do you have to beat? Who all do you have to daggone put to your side before you get any rankings? All it was Clemson. Everybody else in the ACC is 15 and down. I mean, they're not going to give nobody no more respect unless you was the Fighting Irish. When you were in it, they'd give you credit. But Clemson's the only one getting anything. And, Miami, if Miami would be legit, they'd jump them way up there on account of the name and what they've done in the past.
Yeah. Well, like you said, other than Wake Forest and State and then an overhyped, over talked about Clemson team, whoever wins this is going to go to a decent bowl game. But they're not going to be in the college football playoff. But still, it's the ACC. It's local. Still interesting. Yeah. Like to see. I think Wake Forest winning it would be a great story, Terry.
All right, Tom. Big Ten breakdown.
There's a lot of teams playing good ball.
Who are your picks to go to the Big Ten championship?
Iowa in the West, it's Iowa and then everybody else. Okay.
That sounds like the
Wisconsin's
ACC.
a disappointment. Yes, but if you ask me right now, I think the best team in the East is Penn State. I think Michigan's playing good ball as well. I think if they played right now, I would say that Ohio State's going to have a hard time beating Penn State or Michigan. And Michigan, don't forget Michigan State. They're playing well. Now, if you'd asked me 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'd be like, no, all 3 of those teams would beat Ohio State. But they're starting to get it together. Maybe that kid quitting the team in the middle of the game, maybe like, okay, you got to cut out the cancer. And I'm not going to hold it against that young man. He's young. He went home, made some stupid tweets. He's a 21-year-old kid. 21-year-old kids say stupid stuff. I'm around kids all the time. But it might have been, hey, they're not scared to say, hey, get out of here. It's fine. We'll part ways. We're going to have the right culture at this place. Sometimes that happens. And it's really the next against Rutgers. And I thought that Schiano had that Rutgers team playing pretty well because they went up to Michigan and gave them a pretty competitive game.
They did.
And did nothing against Ohio State. I mean, that game was over in the first half, Terry. So let me see what they do against Maryland today. They're 3-touchdown favorites at home. They didn't play well against Tulsa, and I think they were 30-point favorites against them. So let's see how they play against Maryland, and then we can reevaluate where we are.
Oh, that's this.
Okay, he was. So I really think if you had me to guess today, I think the Big Ten championship is going to be a rematch of today's big game, Penn State visiting Iowa.
Terry, we got 5 teams in the top 10 in the Big Ten, and then we got, or basically with the Michigan State 11, then you got nothing in the ACC. All right, it's time for Bad Picks with
Tom. We did not do good last
starring ourselves. So
we finished in a tie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been
tie for last.
I'll be doing better in November and December when I get a little time off.
Oh.
All right, Tom, get ready to hit
We're
the
3-1-1.
Tom, get ready to hit the button there. You ready? All right, here's Bad Picks from last week. $92, and I showed up at your house, Terry, on Saturday morning and said in 2021, the Cincinnati Bearcats will be favored at Notre Dame. What would you have said to me?
Well, I'd probably tell you you're wrong. That's why I'm taking Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame at home.
Oh, all right. Now, since y'all both picked Notre Dame and the Cincinnati quarterback did that talking, y'all know you're already getting double clipped next week if Cincinnati wins that. That's going to be a combo. He's going to make an appearance in our Bad Picks.
He's also having a hard time.
Cincinnati wins 24-13 over Notre Dame.
Bad Picks.
Give me LSU at home. They're tough at home. Auburn had the loss at Penn State, but that's a very good Penn State team. I like LSU to hold serve at home.
I'm going to take LSU also playing at home.
Auburn wins 24-19 over LSU.
Yo, Minnesota at Purdue. Purdue 2.5 favorites. $11.
Purdue at home.
Purdue also.
Minnesota wins 20-13 over Purdue.
West Virginia tough at home. I'm telling you, Morgantown, West Virginia, tough place to play. Texas Tech got clobbered last week. Let's go with the Mountaineers.
That's where I'm going. West Virginia.
Texas Tech wins 23-20 over West Virginia.
Bad Picks.
Is old Herm still coaching?
Yes,
Arizona
he
State?
is.
You know, Herm's probably going to have a pretty good game plan to go in Los Angeles, but he's going to get beat. Give me
Good job,
UCLA at
Tom.
home.
Good job. I got UCLA off.
Arizona State wins 42-23 over UCLA.
We're picking a Fresno State Hawaii game.
Yeah. There you
18th
go.
18.
Yeah, there you go. I'm taking Fresno State.
Fresno.
Mine's easy.
Tom, y'all play today?
Rutgers.
Yeah, y'all lose today. Fresno State's going to be ranked above them, so be
Probably.
careful there.
Probably.
Hawaii wins 27-24 over Fresno State.
Bad Picks.
But Kentucky, undefeated right now at Kroger Field in Lexington.
Well, they will be defeated after this game.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. They'll be defeated. Florida.
Time y'all are dismissing like that. I wonder if that's going to make the cut next week.
I am dismissing Kentucky.
What kind of a football
kiddies.
program do they have? None. Okay.
Wildcats, more like the domestic kiddies.
Yeah.
Kentucky wins 20-13 over Florida.
Bad Picks.
Mississippi State at Texas A&M. If you
This
want
is
to
ugly.
gouge your eyes out, A&M favored by 7.
I like A&M at home to bounce back. Mississippi State, I picked you, and you lost. So I picked the Cowbells. They were at home, Terry, and they let me down. So I'm picking against you. I'm taking the Aggies this week.
I'm going to take the Aggies. I mean, they're better defensively than a lot of people, but their offense is terrible. But I'm going to take them to beat Mississippi State.
Mississippi State wins 26-22 over Texas A&M.
Bad Picks.
Number 3, Oregon. At number nothing, Stanford. Oregon's only favored by a touchdown in Stanford, California.
I like Oregon in this
I
game.
got the same Oregon.
Stanford wins 31-24 over Oregon.
This is scary because, I mean, Georgia State has played teams tough that are ranked. And I'm going to give you one here, Tom, if you want to go the other way. I'm going to take Georgia State
Oh, my
to
gosh.
win.
Appalachian State wins 45-16 over Georgia State.
I'm going to take Kansas State in a mild upset. They're tough at home.
Mild upset. Unranked beating 6, Tom.
Yeah, but
That's gotta be a huge upset.
Oklahoma is not the sixth best team.
11
in the country.
points.
No, they're not that good.
They're not the sixth best team in the country.
Oklahoma wins 37-31 over Kansas State.
Bad Pics.
Okay, Tom, I'm going to go opposite. And I'm kind of scared. I'm going to take Boston College on the road, but here's my deal. I think it's going to come down to the very end, and it's not on Clemson this time. It's on Boston College. Can you make a big play when you've got to make one? I've seen other teams go down there and blow it at Death Valley. When they have Syracuse did it a few years back. Had Clemson beat, all they had to do was make a play, and they faltered. Boston College, you got to make a play at the end. I'm going to take Boston College, but it's scary because Clemson's defense is good.
Yeah, I think you just gave me one back there. They're not going to go into Death Valley and beat them.
Clemson wins 19-13 over Boston College.
Bad Pics.
I'm going to go Atlanta on my pick.
That's a tough pick. Both
Yeah,
these
it
teams
is.
are just can't really tell.
Yeah.
Let's go with Washington to get the win on the road.
Falcons at home. I don't believe I'll take Matt Ryan over whoever Washington's going to start at quarterback.
Washington wins 34-30 over Atlanta.
Bad Pics.
I like San Francisco.
Harry?
49ers.
Seahawks win 28-21.
Well, we're going to miss the last few seconds of bad picks because I can't redo that and restart that at a certain spot. So, anyway, Terry, you want to tell us where we were as an NFL and what we missed? I got the sheet down the hall. I'll go get that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After week 4, Tom went 11-4, and Kevin, me, and you went 8-7. So,
hey, winning record.
Yeah, so the overall records right now is I lead the way at 38-21. Tom is 35-24, and you are 32-24 because on week 1 there was 3 games that you did not pick.
Okay.
So that's where we stand right now.
All right.
Yeah, I had a rough week 1, but I've come back, Terry. 11-4 last week.
Yeah, no, you did okay, Tom. I won the first 2 weeks. You won the last 2.
All right, college football picks. Oklahoma, number 6 at 21. Texas today. Oklahoma favored by 3 at the Cotton Bowl.
I tell you what, this is tough, Terry, because I don't trust Oklahoma and I don't trust Texas. And I went with home team after home team last week, and it bit me.
It did.
Over and over again. Well, okay, Oklahoma. Here's my message to you. You're boomer sooner and all that other stupid stuff you do. A dear friend of mine, Colonel Chuck Ayers, he is a season ticket holder for Oklahoma. So I am picking you, Oklahoma, but if you lose today, I will never pick you again in a ranked matchup.
All righty. They always say that Oklahoma's having a hard time stopping the run. So, Texas, if you're going to do anything, you're going to have to run. But I'm going to take, and I say I'm going to go with you, Tom. I'm taking Oklahoma on the road.
I mean, if you're number 6, live up to it.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Just beat somebody. With Texas, you don't have – which Texas team's going to show up?
Yes.
These aren't Sarkisian's guys. That's one thing is, he's new there. Once he gets his guys, I think he's really going to put that up back to a top 10 program. But, right now they're just hard to predict. So give me the higher ranked team. Give me Oklahoma.
All right. Michigan State at Rutgers. Michigan State favored by 4.5.
Only 4.5. The Fighting Shiano's getting a lot of love. Michigan State goes in there and beats them.
I got the same thing on the road.
We get forget about it, Rutgers. Forget about it.
Razorbacks
going to come in there and beat you.
Razorbacks at Rebels, Mississippi, favored by 5 at home.
There you go,
Ole
Tom.
Miss
Remember me telling
hosting
you about Arkansas last week?
Arkansas laid an egg. God almighty.
I knew when that spread was so wide that you had to worry, and that Georgia didn't beat the living out of them.
Well, the Fighting Belinda Minix there, my friend, who's always been a Razorbacks fan, and sorry they got crushed last week, but give me Ole Miss at home.
I'm taking Arkansas on the road. They got to bounce back.
All right, so now Arkansas had their shot at Georgia. Do the Tigers
get their shot at Georgia and win and upset the world today.
No. Georgia wins. It's kind of funny. If you talk to Alabama fans, they say, we tried to give Auburn to Georgia, but they won't take them. So I'm going with Georgia in this game.
I'm going Georgia also.
So these things are so weird to me. So 2-18 is a 15-point spread. Easy math on that is 16 spots. So, but BYU against unranked Boise State at home is only favored by 6 against the Broncos.
I'm picking you, Fighting Mormons, and you better win. BYU at home.
I'm going Boise State.
Boise State.
Not
BYU.
Boston State.
Yeah.
Boise State.
Boise State. They always seem to beat somebody when they should, and this will be the week as they go into BYU.
They
and
shouldn't beat
them.
them. They're not the favorite, Terry.
I don't care. Boise State will beat them.
Whatever. Mormons, you let me down. I swear. You put me on the cut next week. I'm going to be very upset.
You're thinking you should be in the top 8, but it won't happen.
All right. Wake Forest, undefeated, 6-point favorite on the road for $10. You can go to the Carrier Dome and see an ACC matchup between the Demon Deacons and the Syracuse Orange.
Give me the Deeks. Give me the Deeks.
I'm also with Wake Forest also.
Big game in the Big Ten. Penn State and Iowa, 1.5-point favorite. Iowa, both teams undefeated. Hawkeyes and Nittany Lions. Now, Hawkeyes are in a different division than the Nittany Lions and the rest of them.
Correct.
So Hawkeyes technically can kind of afford to lose this game and still get in the Big Ten. I don't know if anybody on the other side can play around like that, Tom.
Well, if Penn State loses this game and then takes care of Ohio State, takes care of Michigan, either team, no matter who loses, they're still alive, is what I'm trying to say. So, but I just like Iowa at home. They've played well. I know everybody's talking James Franklin to USC, but I think Iowa's got the better coach. I think Iowa's at home. They'll be better prepared. Iowa's going to win the football game.
Good pick, Tom. That's exactly what it was, because it won't be no whiteout in Iowa.
No.
They're
talking about Franklin to USC. He needs to stay right where he's at.
Iowa wins. Penn State will do one of them other things they do every year, get in the top 10 and then falter.
Nebraska at home, a 2.5-point favorite. Michigan, 2.5-point favorite on the road at Nebraska. Number 9, Michigan, and the Cornhuskers.
Not a lot of love for Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverine. I think you don't believe him yet, but I think this Michigan team is better this year, and I think they go into Nebraska. I think they're going to cover that. They'll win by at least a touchdown.
Well, sometimes when you make picks, you pick the wrong one. The point spread is not enough, and Nebraska wins at home.
Nebraska for the victory. Notre Dame on the road. It's even bet at Virginia Tech, guys. ACC matchup. The Hokies are 3-1. Notre Dame's 4-1 even.
It's one of those games almost impossible to pick.
Yeah.
Both these teams you think should be better than what they are. Then they give me Virginia Tech at home. They usually play pretty well at home. Notre Dame doesn't look very good on the offensive side of the ball. Really should have lost that Wisconsin game to a mediocre Wisconsin team.
And I'm taking Virginia Tech at home also.
Virginia Tech, they got to, we talked about that earlier. All right, where's my mouse for this one? All right, let's go with LSU at Kentucky, 16th. Now, what you guys want to talk? Now, Tom, it seems like you miss the LSU pick every week, no matter what you do.
I got it right at UCLA.
And then Terry, you got anything else to say about the kitties of Kentucky?
No.
Well, I guess, did I not put that part on there?
Yeah,
the
you
kitty, when Terry's
You
going
did.
kitty.
No.
At the end.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. At the very end of it, Tom, he goes, kitty. He got really silly.
Well,
For time
LSU
constraints.
seems to be more like the Kitties here lately. And Coach Ogeron, who I've poked fun at his accent many times, he's on the hot seat. I mean, he doesn't win this game, he's done. I really think he's on his way out. I don't know. Kentucky playing good ball. This is their chance for Kentucky to say they're for real. But LSU, Coach O, I'm picking you one more time. If you let me down, I will never pick
Are
you
you
again.
taking notes on the "if you let me downs"?
Yeah, I know. It's like every one he picks.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He's run out of teams he can pick.
So-
He's eliminated himself from picking any more teams. Terry, does the Wildcat beat up the Tiger?
Nah, Kentucky can't win 2 games back to back like this.
Huh?
Beat Florida one week, turn around, beat LSU the next week. Nah, like I said last week, kitty. You know, feed them little kitty pads, not the big ones.
You don't feed them
Not the
kitty
bi-
pads. You feed them kitty treats. What are you
Well,
talking about?
little kitty pads.
Is there liquor in that cup, Terry?
There's something every Saturday. Mitchum's does. They do alcohol down, don't they, Terry? I'm about 100% sure I heard that on the commercial the other day. Terry, don't want to answer that one.
Silence.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. All right, Thursday Coastal one. Let's find some other games. How many games we at, Terry?
10.
10 games right now. So we need to find 10 more magical games. App's not playing this week, Tom, so you get to scoot by on that one. You excited about
I picked
that?
them last week.
Yeah, they did good. I was like, man, my goodness, Georgia State playing everybody tough in Appalachia, go down there and beat them like a drum.
How about
South Carolina, Tennessee?
yes,
Go Tennessee.
Gamecocks at Volunteers, both teams 3-2, but the Vols are favored by 10 at home.
Tennessee at home.
Tennessee.
West Virginia, Baylor. Baylor favored by 2. Tom, you can get a ticket for $4.
Baylor at home.
Oh, Tom. You going Baylor? I'm going to go West Virginia on the road.
Georgia Tech at Duke today. Georgia Tech favored by 4.5, $12 at Wallace Wade Stadium.
Well, Duke got beat by Charlotte, so let's go with Georgia Tech.
Same here, Georgia Tech.
Virginia at Louisville. Louisville favored by 2.5 at home.
Never can tell about Virginia. So let's go with the home team. Let's go with Louisville.
You're going Louisville. I'm going Virginia on the road.
I know y'all don't know nothing about any of those letters. How about you? No, I'm making y'all pick this one. 0-6 UConn at 0-5 UMass. Road team UConn favored by 3. This game will be featured in hell this weekend.
You massacred. Go with UConn.
Yeah, I got the same, Tom. UConn.
Oh, God. How about Miami at Eastern Michigan? This is the Tom Sinafani special.
Oh, man.
Miami, Ohio, that is.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
I have to pick against Ben Roethlisberger's school, but then that makes me pick a Michigan team. So this is very difficult, but let's go with Eastern Michigan.
Same here, Eastern Michigan.
How about another matchup between these two states? Central Michigan against regular Ohio.
Jalen's Ohio Bobcats are 1-4, and
Central Michigan's favored by 5.
They'll be 1-5. Central Michigan's going to go into Athens, Ohio, in the beautiful southeast corner of the state and beat them.
I got Central Michigan.
Terry, how many
also.
games that?
That is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
All right, let's do one more, and then we'll cut you guys off there because we got to get NFL. You guys got to get out of here. East Carolina. Let's find a closer, fun one just to ruin y'all's day. How about this one? TCU at Texas Tech. 2-point favorites are the Rambling Wreck. Nope, I said that wrong. 2-point dogs are the Rambling Wreck to keep the rhyme going.
All right, TCU. This is my ultimatum. Win or that you're cut to TCU.
I got Texas Tech, and we need one more because
right.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need
All right,
one
Buff.
more.
Let's do Georgia Southern at Troy.
Holy
Troy
man.
at home.
Yeah, Troy.
Troy's favored by 5.5.
We both picked Troy.
All right, well, we'll be right back. KDCBroadcasting.com.
Question: where do you buy a used car with a lifetime warranty? The answer is Friendship in Forest City. Friendship has lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. That's Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City.
Coming to the Pavilion on Park Square in Forest City, Saturday night, October 16th, the 2021 ACM New Male Artist of the Year, Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Allen with special guests, Neon Union and Rutherford County Line.
Long legs, cut off jeans, pulling me in like a magnet.
Gates open at 5 with showtime at 6. For ticket information, go to townofforestcity.com. Don't miss it. Jimmy Allen, Saturday night, October 16th at the Pavilion on Park Square in Forest City.
I'm just flesh and bone.
All right, quick break there. Terry and Tom, and we're going to end the show a little bit earlier today. I'm going to replay at the end of the show the bad picks for the folks get them at home. So for the folks watching online, can make sure y'all get that. That's one of our favorite segments. All right, Tom, real quick. Terry, you beat the Panthers this week. You want to talk a little bit about that game? And you said y'all are going like 8-1 or something like that. So what you guys looking at?
Well, I mean, what more can you say? Carolina could not stop the run. Everybody thought Zeke was done. He kind of Pollard down all over the place. The offensive line has got a lot better. Zeke and Pollard were having open holes. And I'm going to be honest, there was plays that Zeke went through and Pollard went through for like 15 to 20 yards. I could have got 10 yards.
No, Terry.
With that line. They opened it up.
Maybe a yard, Terry.
I could have got 10
Maybe
yards.
you would have fall forward to avoid a loss.
Terry, Thursday night, what do you think about the double kick in the Rams and Seahawks game? Russell Wilson says out 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow.
With a severely, I can't remember what the word was.
But he was still throwing the ball on the sideline.
Right.
What happened to him?
He hit another guy's forearm as he was coming through.
Oh, no.
So expected to miss 4 to 8 weeks after he's having surgery for a ruptured tendon.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It wasn't just like a sprain. I knew it was something serious.
But, I mean, it really got me because when they showed him in between, he was over there throwing a football.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what kind of pain or whether the pain come later.
Well, yeah, you know, Terry, you've got not testosterone from adrenaline running through you in those moments, and you kind of want to play, and that's how it happens. Terry, our records last week picking. You said Tom
went 11-4, and me and you went 8-7.
8-7. All right. So looking at that, we've got. Let's start with our picks. Jets at Falcons this week. Speaking of games in hell with that UMass game, the doubleheader will be Jets at Falcons on Sunday. Tom, nice and warm for those folks down there.
All right.
Falcons favored by 2.5 over the Jets. I usually go. I'm a decent fan of Matt Ryan. Not like a fanboy or anything. I think he's all right, but I thought they'd beat Washington at home. If they can't beat Washington at home, how are they gonna beat the Jets? I don't know. The Washington's better. This is an awful game. The Falcons are terrible if you can't beat Washington at home with Heineke at quarterback. But I've got to go Falcons because I can't pick the Jets on the road, Terry.
I'm also going Falcons.
Falcons
I don't see how in the world the Jets won last week.
Yeah.
But they did. Tennessee. Beat Tennessee.
First place Packers at first place Bengals. Tom. Are the Bengals the class of the AFC North when they win this?
Yeah, they've been playing well, Joe Burrow.
A-Run.
They're ahead of schedule. But give me the Packers. They're playing well on offense.
Green Bay also.
Gonna shock the world this week. Bengals at home. Bengals at home. These are the games, and the only reason I'm picking it, and I'm probably gonna be totally wrong. These are the games that Aaron Rodgers loses, Terry. On the road, nobody cares. Might be a shootout. He might toss one up at the
About
end.
like against Jameis Winston.
But this might be one of those. Yeah, this might be one of those Hail Mary games. All right, Lions at Vikings. Vikings favored by 10. Last week I said surely the Lions can't go 0-4. Surely they can't go 0-5. Vikings have lost. I think every game's been close.
Yeah, I like the Vikings at home.
And Tom, both of you, no thought about that? No thought about that. Vikings lost 3 points, 1 point, a 7-point game, and so the 3 games they've lost a combined 11 points.
They won't have 2 bad offensive games like that in a row. I think they'll get it going and get past the Lions.
All right, Broncos.
Who'd you take?
Oh, me? Vikings.
Oh, okay.
They got to win. 1-3. They're not a 1-3 football team, I don't believe. They played with Cleveland. They scored down. Tom, we talked about the other night. Cleveland's defense showed up after that first drive and just shut them completely down. Broncos at Steelers. Denver favored by 1.5 on the road this week.
Without Teddy Bridgewater? And Bridgewater hurt? Ben Roethlisberger's terrible. Gosh. It's like watching a old folks home guy play. I don't know. Somehow the Steelers will win this game at home.
I've got the Steelers.
I hate y'all. Steelers at home. That's what I need to pick first.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming across the country and you're favored, and I think Bridgewater's banged up.
All right, Dolphins and Tampa. Bucks win. Terry?
Tampa Bay.
Bucks.
In the Close Your Eyes Bowl, the Gamblers Anonymous Bowl, the Anything Can Happen Bowl, Saints.
What about Tampa Bay?
I said, what about him?
Did you take that?
Yeah, he said Bucks
win.
win.
Bucks win. Who
Okay,
you got,
that's
Terry?
my fault.
Saints at Washington, Terry and Tom. This game, like I just said, gamblers paradise. Washington won last week on the road in Atlanta. Jameis, what in the world are they going to do? I've got to go with the Saints on this one on the road in Washington.
Washington.
I've got to go with Washington. They got to keep up with the Cowboys.
Yep.
Speaking of keeping up with the Cowboys, Eagles at Panthers. Cowboys beat the Panthers. Terry, that division is non-competitive right now for the most part. Eagles, they just throwing the ball.
And they'll win this week at Carolina.
Ooh.
Give me the Panthers.
Panthers favored by 3 at home. Without McCaffrey, I don't trust anything. I ain't seen nothing the Eagles going to do, and I don't think the Panthers are 3-1. I think the Vikings are better than the Panthers, and they're 1-3.
Right.
So I'm taking the Panthers at home though. Titans at Jaguars. Urban Meyer.
This is a crazy game. Titans can't even beat the Jets.
Who you got, Terry, then?
I don't know. I can't take. There's too much mess going on down in Jacksonville, so give me Tennessee, and I don't even want to pick them.
Tennessee, Urban, you've let me down, bud.
Everybody on the planet is picking Tennessee probably to win this game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick them to win the game, too. But if you're gambling, you might want to put some money on the Jaguars here at the end of the day. I think the spread's going to get a little bit bigger, and you never know what these professional athletes will do. Patriots at Texans. Two teams at 1-3. Don't know what's going on with either right now. Who's quarterback in the Texans, Terry? Anyone know?
Some guy with Tyrod Taylor went down, and
who is in there now?
Yeah, some kid. I remember. I was listening to the game.
I got Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots.
Davis Mills
is
your quarterback. They only got one quarterback listed on the depth chart right now.
I don't trust Davis. I don't trust anybody with a soccer name.
I'm going Patriots on the road at Texans. Chicago Bears at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah,
Bears 2-2. Justin Fields starting in Vegas.
Raiders bounce back.
I got Raiders at home.
I'm going to go Raiders, but now they're bringing up stuff on Gruden, so I don't know.
Well,
I'm going Raiders.
I think it may affect them maybe going down the road because you know how the press will go.
Yeah.
We'll see how it
What
goes.
Gruden do now?
We'll go over
That's
it later.
Yeah.
But the Bears, Terry, I'm not picking Justin Fields to win on the road. Raiders at home. Browns at Chargers. This might be your game of the week. 3-1 for both teams. 4:00 Sunday. Chargers favored by 2.5 at home. Tommy.
I'm going to go be a homer and pick the Browns, but this is going to be a tough game for them to win. Herbert and the Chargers playing well. Got to deal with Joey Bosa. Offensive line's banged up. It's going to be a tough game, but I'm picking the Browns to Baker, finally. Baker, please show up. Come to the game this time, please.
This will be another one of them games. He throws the interception at the wrong time. Chargers win.
Thanks, Terry.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that. I don't see the Browns getting ever blown out by anybody. Like you said, Tom, if you don't make mistakes. Let's go with the Browns win this week on the road. Browns win. I was leaning towards the Chargers, but there's something about this is one of those games where, again, Vegas 2.5 point. I don't know.
It started out as a pick 'em.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go Browns on this one. Giants Cowboys. Cowboys should win. Terry, I'll go Cowboys.
I got Cowboys.
Cowboys will win that.
This is no longer Eli Manning. I'm not picking a Duke quarterback.
There's only one problem with this game, like I was
Texas
telling
Stadium,
you before.
whatever stadium it is now.
Troy Aikman comes out and says the Giants and the Cowboys are not even in the same division. Cowboys roll.
Y'all are not that good. The rest of the team,
They're better.
The rest of the division is that bad.
They're better than advertised. I'll give them that.
They're better than advertised. Team people
They
picked
are
them to win the
better.
Super Bowl.
Advertised on this network.
Yeah.
Oh, on this network, I said they would go 8-7.
They'll be better.
Okay. No, they can't go. Oh, 9. They'd have to go.
They're gonna be 8-1
9-8
before they lose
Terry,
again.
you're silly. 49ers at Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 5.
Cardinals playing well. I got it with the Cardinals. Only undefeated team left.
Yeah, it is, and this is when they fall. 49ers.
I got 49ers on the road as well.
Bills at Chiefs. This is Sunday night football. What a lot of people think the game of the week. Me and Tom said Chargers and Browns, but Bills at Chiefs this week. Big game, playoff matchup, maybe implications. Terry,
Bills, Buffalo
on the road in Kansas City.
Primetime game. Patrick Mahomes. Hard to pick against him, even though that defense is terrible. Terry.
Yeah,
I mean they're
I've told you that at the start of the year.
I'll go with the Chiefs at home in a primetime game.
Did they activate Gordon?
I do not know.
Worst defenses in football according to yards: Seattle worst, Kansas City the second worst, Jacksonville third, Washington fourth. Bills victorious as well. I think they're a solid team. How about that for the Bills?
Yeah.
And Monday Night Football, Colts at Ravens. Ravens favored by 7. I got Ravens.
Give me
at
the
home.
Ravens.
I've also got the Ravens.
All right, let me quick scoot over to Thursday Night Football. Let you guys pick that game real quick, and then you guys can get on out of here.
Yep.
Thursday Night Football, we've got Buccaneers at Eagles.
Bucks.
Buccaneers at the Eagles. Yeah, Tampa Bay.
All right, Buccaneers. I'm going to replay the bad picks at the end of the show, folks. Tom, if you'll go over.
Hit the computer.
No. Just read for me the sec about Friendship Chrysler Jeep.
Okay. Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 190 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, 828-919-3001. And Friendship Nissan, 156 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, North Carolina, 828-245-1661. Call our friends at Friendship, a brand new Nissan or Jeep for Christmas.
All right, Terry and Tom's going to slip out of here. I'm going to finish up and give you some updates on baseball, final scores from last night, and more here. We'll be back next Saturday, of course, but just stay tuned for the next few minutes. We got baseball updates and more on KDCBroadcasting.com.
If you've been thinking about purchasing a storage shed or building, now's the time at Sheila Sheds in Cherryville and Shelby. Sheila Sheds is having a big sale on all Old Hickory buildings. You can save hundreds of dollars and more. Come see their selection. And don't forget about Sheila Sheds for carports, horse barns, garages, and more. Sheila Sheds, 2014 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby and 2261 Lincoln Highway, the East in Cherryville. Like them on Facebook, too.
Coming to the Pavilion on Park Square in Forest City, Saturday night, October 16th, the 2021 ACM New Male Artist of the Year, Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Allen with special guests, Neon Union and Rutherford County Line.
Long legs, cut off jeans, pulling me in like a magnet.
Gates open at 5 with showtime at 6. For ticket information, go to townofforestcity.com. Don't miss it. Jimmy Allen, Saturday night, October 16th at the Pavilion on Park Square in Forest City.
I'm just flesh and bone, heart and soul, and I've earned a couple.
There's nothing like cash in your pocket, especially if you can turn your scrap into cash with the help of Gaston Used Auto Parts and Recycling in Gastonia. For over 25 years, this locally family-owned and operated business has been giving some of the best prices for scrap. They take tungsten scrap carbide, as well as stainless steel, aluminum, copper, and brass. Need help? Gaston Used Auto Parts and Recycling will supply you with a roll-off container to help make your recycling easy. Turn your scrap into cash with the help of Gaston Used Auto Parts and Recycling. 305 Dogwood Street in Gastonia. Call 704-827-9468. Online at GastonUsedAutoPartsAndRecycling.com. Before you start wrapping your presents for Christmas, head to This and That Trading Post in Dallas. You'll find a variety of sizes of Christmas boxes from 50 cents to $5. Big Christmas bags are $1. North Pole metal signs are $36, plus Christmas lights, decorations, ribbons, and more. Plus blessing jars are $8. Polar fleece twin sheets are $11.25. Express presser cookers are $50. Ice Princess on hoverboards are $7. And remote-controlled helicopters, $36. At This and That Trading Post, 3857 Dallas High Shoals Road in Dallas. Like them on Facebook, too. For years, Hicks Go Forth at Carfair Auto Sales on the Bessemer City Road in Gastonia has been providing our area with the finest in late model cars, trucks, and vans. And at Carfair Auto Sales in Gastonia, they feature on-the-lot financing. Come talk with Hicks about your next vehicle purchase. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8 till 2. Call 704-865-8024. Carfair Auto Sales, 1320 on the Bessemer City Road in Gastonia.
All right, good morning. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Sports Talk. Kind of didn't get to it earlier. Kind of mixed up in our schedule today, and so we didn't get a baseball today. This week, wild card, of course, my Cardinals got beat in a one-game playoff. Not too thrilled about the format and that. Don't have anybody to blame but ourselves. Wainwright pitched a fantastic game as usual, and in the and then you can't give the home team a chance to win the game with a walk-off, any walk-off in the bottom of the ninth. And then the Cardinals went to a pitcher that most of Cardinals Nation knows. As soon as they saw him walk out, like, are they just giving up? Jack Flaherty's in the bullpen. You can think of things like that. Did the coach make mistakes? But at the end of the day, our best hitters went 1 for 11 in the ball game, and didn't put the ball in play, didn't knock any runs. You only scored 1 run. You can't expect to win a ball game. You go into that game and saying Wainwright gives you 1 through 9 or through 8 innings, your bullpen and everybody gets 1 run against the Dodgers. You have to be happy about that. Offense didn't come around. Maybe some changes in the postseason. With Wainwright and Molina's last year, it would be nice to see the club spend some money on some maybe some older veteran 1-year run type pitchers, make a trade or two, do something, and go for the victory this year. Over in the National League, our local area Braves, which we are the affiliates for them, they won. What am I talking about? They are in the playoffs against the Brewers. They fell last night. 2-1, 1-run ball game, just crucial. Got to win those. So the Braves are now down 1-0. Red Sox tied the Rays last night in the series. It's now 1-1 with a 14-6 victory. Astros win 9-4 over the White Sox. They're up 2-0. So you've got Red Sox, Rays, Astros, and White Sox. National League Giants win to go up 1-0 over the Dodgers. The big story there across the nation is that if the Giants win, Vegas is going to take a big hit, and if that's true, well, I would bet against the Giants if the Vegas is going to take a hit. All right, I've got a giveaway to do, and I've got nothing else to do but to answer the phones for that giveaway for the next few minutes. If you want 2 tickets to the NASCAR Roval race tomorrow, all I'm asking you to do is call me and 704-435-2845 and just tell me your favorite driver. That's all I need to know, your favorite driver. If you'll call me, I'll give you 2 tickets. I'm giving away, I need the first 2 callers that call me. I'm going to give away 2 tickets to each of them. KDC Broadcasting, 704-435-2845. I'm going to be here in the next few minutes, next 10 minutes basically, finishing up. So if you want 2 tickets to a NASCAR race tomorrow, it's near the start-finish line for the Roval, 704-435-2845. Now, I'm also going to be finishing up the show with bad picks for the folks online. You guys will get some of that. Also, let's look at next week's schedule going into. I might not have that up. KTC Broadcasting. Let's see. Next Friday night, I do have Bessemer City at Shelby on WHS, St. Stephen's at East Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson at Cherryville, and Chase at Polk County on the tentative schedule. We'll see how that goes coming up before the weekends. Things change all the time with that. So NASCAR tickets, giving them away. 704-435-2845. Terry and Tom's already checked out for the day. They had some things to get to, and I want to thank them for coming on in and helping out and doing what they do. So for folks online, I'm going to kind of play out the end of the show here with the bad picks from today, so you folks can enjoy that. So we're going to sign off for the folks online on YouTube. You can watch every week on YouTube. Watch the KDC Broadcast on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. For you folks, here's your bad picks segment. All right, for the folks on the radio, now that 92, and I showed up at your house, Terry, on Saturday morning and said, in 2021, the Cincinnati Bearcats will be favored at Notre Dame. What would you have said to me?
Well, I'd probably tell you you're wrong. That's why I'm taking Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame at home.
Oh, all right. Now, since y'all both picked Notre Dame and the Cincinnati quarterback did that talking, y'all know y'all are getting double clipped next week if Cincinnati wins. That's going to be a combo. He's going to make an appearance in our bad picks.
He's also having a hard time.
Cincinnati wins 24-13 over Notre Dame.
Bad picks.
Give me LSU at home. They're tough at home. Auburn had the loss at Penn State, but that's a very good Penn State team. I like LSU to hold serve at home.
I'm going to take LSU also playing at home.
Auburn wins 24-19 over LSU.
Yo, Minnesota at Purdue. Purdue 2.5 favorites. $11.
Purdue at home.
Purdue also.
Minnesota wins 20-13 over Purdue.
West Virginia tough at home. I'm telling you, Morgantown, West Virginia, tough place to play. Texas Tech got clobbered last week. Let's go with the Mountaineers.
That's where I'm going. West Virginia.
Texas Tech wins 23-20 over West Virginia.
Bad picks.
Is old Herm still coaching?
Yes,
Arizona
he
State?
is.
You know, Herm's probably going to have a pretty good game plan to go in there, Los Angeles, but he's going to get beat. Give me
Good job,
UCLA at
Tom.
home.
Good job. I got UCLA off.
Arizona State wins 42-23 over UCLA.
We're picking a Fresno State Hawaii game.
Yeah.
18 to 18.
Yeah, there you go. I'm taking Fresno State.
Fresno.
Mine's easy.
Tom, y'all play today?
Rutgers.
Yeah, y'all lose today. Fresno State's going to be ranked above them, so be
Probably.
careful there.
Hawaii wins 27-24 over Fresno State.
Bad picks.
But Kentucky, undefeated right now at Kroger Field in Lexington.
Well, they will be defeated after this game.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. They'll be defeated. Florida.
Time y'all are dismissing like that. I wonder if that's going to make the cut next week.
I am dismissing Kentucky.
What kind of a
The
football
Kitties.
program do they have? None. Okay.
Wildcats, more like the domestic Kitties.
Yeah.
Kentucky wins 20-13 over Florida.
Bad picks.
Mississippi State at Texas A&M. If you
This
want
is
to
ugly.
gouge your eyes out, A&M favored by 7.
I like A&M at home to bounce back. Mississippi State, I picked you, and you lost. So I picked the Cowbells. They were at home, Terry, and they let me down. So I'm picking against you. I'm taking the Aggies.
I'm going to take the Aggies. I mean, they're better defensively than a lot of people, but their offense is terrible. But I'm going to take them to beat Mississippi State.
Mississippi State wins 26-22 over Texas A&M.
Bad picks.
Number 3, Oregon. At number nothing, Stanford. Oregon's only favored by a touchdown in Stanford, California.
I like Oregon in this
I
game.
got the same Oregon.
Stanford wins 31-24 over Oregon.
This is scary because, I mean, Georgia State has played teams tough that are ranked. And I'm going to give you one here, Tom, if you want to go the other way. I'm going to take Georgia State
Oh, my
to
gosh.
win.
Appalachian State wins 45-16 over Georgia State.
I'm going to take Kansas State in a mild upset. They're tough at home.
Mild upset. Unranked beating 6, Tom.
Yeah, but
That's gotta be a huge upset.
Oklahoma is not the 6th best team in the
11
country.
points.
No, they're not that good.
They're
They
not the
cannot-
6th
No.
best team in the country.
Oklahoma wins 37-31 over Kansas State.
Bad picks.
Okay, Tom, I'm going to go opposite. And I'm kind of scared. I'm going to take Boston College on the road, but here's my deal. I think it's going to come down to the very end, and it's not on Clemson this time. It's on Boston College. Can you make a big play when you've got to make one? I've seen other teams go down there and blow it at Death Valley. When they have Syracuse did it a few years back. Had Clemson beat, all they had to do was make a play, and they faltered. Boston College, you got to make a play at the end. I'm going to take Boston College, but it's scary because Clemson's defense is good.
Yeah, I think
You
you
know.
just gave me one back there. They're not going to go into Death Valley and beat them.
Clemson wins 19-13 over Boston College.
I'm going to go Atlanta on my pick.
That's a tough pick. Both
Yeah,
these
it
teams
is.
are just can't really tell.
Yeah.
Let's go with Washington to get the win on the road.
Falcons at home. I don't believe I'll take Matt Ryan over whoever Washington's going to start at quarterback.
Washington wins 34-30 over Atlanta.
Bad picks.
I like San Francisco.
Terry?
49ers.
Seahawks win 28-21 over the 49ers.
Dolphins favored by 2.5 at home.
Yeah, I like them at home.
I like the Dolphins at home.
Colts win 27-17 over the Dolphins.
I
Terrible
got New
game.
Orleans.
They should. They got a good defense at least, don't they?
Yeah, New Orleans.
There's Saints.
They're at home,
3
too,
across
right?
the board. Saints favored by 7.
Giants win 27-21 over the Saints.
Bad picks.
All right, Titans at Jets.
Titans.
Do the
Yeah,
Jets
Titans.
of New Jersey pick up their first win? Titans are favored by 6. Y'all pick on both. Do they cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 3 in a row y'all are doing this to me. Let's go Titans. Well, I'll go Titans. All right.
Jets win 27-24 over the Titans.
I'm going the Lions to get their first win. Surely to God, as I always pick them to be eliminated before the season starts, surely to God they're not going to start 0-4.
Bears win 24-14 over the Lions.
Bad picks.
Okay, I've got Rams defensive.
I don't know if I can trust Matthew Stafford. He's never won a playoff game. The quarterback is
God, he's lighting it up, though, with what he's got this year.
smaller than Keyone Pryor. I just don't know what. Rams at home.
Cardinals win 37-20 over the Rams.
Those are some bad picks.
I'm going to wrap it up for the folks online. Wrapping it up here for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today we've got Tar Heels and Florida State. Thomas Borgello in the game from Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is going to be checking that out, I believe. Tar Heels and Florida State, 2:30 today. Then Braves in Milwaukee, we've got at 4:50 today. Tune in at 4:50, about 4:45. Tune in, and we'll have some Braves baseball. Then coming up, that's at 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow, Panthers and Philadelphia Eagles and Carolina in Charlotte. Panthers, the pregame starts at 12. Kickoff is at 1. Roval coverage starts at 1 o'clock on WCSL here in Cherryville. Roval coverage at 1 o'clock. Race, green flag scheduled for 2. Drivers introductions at 1:30. For you folks watching online, I did want to make the point. I know they didn't hear it on here. We went through this stat real quick in baseball. The Braves have the second best. The last time that they had the worst record in the National League was 1990. That's the second best in the National League. The Cardinals, 1918. We'll talk about that more next week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Saturday morning. KTC Broadcasting, Saturday Sports Talk brought to you by Friendship Chrysler, Friendship Nissan in Forest City. For Thomas Cinefane, Terry Reinhardt, I'm Kevin Hastings and JP. Have a good Saturday and good weekend on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Okay, class, listen up. Do not buy a car without a warranty. Just don't do it. At Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City, we have lifetime warranty on new and used cars. That's right, lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. And through the end of this month, we're offering up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book value on your trade. So one more time, Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram has lifetime warranty on new and used cars, and you'll find us in Forest City.
It's a Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center mattress blowout sale. They're overstocked with twin, full, and queen size mattresses. Just listen to these blowout prices. Twin size mattresses for $129, full size mattresses for $199, and queen size mattresses for $249. And a new load of scratch and dented furniture has arrived also. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up. Online at HendrickAppliance.com and see their page.